here?
Yep. Yeah, that door is straight ahead.
John's gonna have to be a house call.
Oh,
Why? I just brought him back into his cell, and I'm not gonna fight him in the courtroom.
he's in 14.
He's in 14.
Can we get some paperwork, please?
You're so aggravating. Leave her alone.
Becky, you notice? They lost the thing.
Who lost the thing?
Then it didn't matter.
You didn't lost the thing?
Yes. It did.
This is fun.
Yeah.
You here. So then I opened the door and I was like, hey, Johnson, you have to call you every 2 years. Wow. No, you're fine. So mental most didn't tell anybody that she moved him and then they brought it. I know.
Hello, this is interpreter.
Hello, we'll be starting in 1 minute.
Oh, sure. One question, please. Is the Vietnamese speaker there in person or they're also remote?
They're here in person.
Okay.
Oh, I think it's fine. No. All right.
Xin đứng lên.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Cảm ơn. Có thể ngồi được rồi.
Good afternoon. This is the time set
for the 2 p.m. initial appearance calendar on April 10th.
Chào buổi chiều. Đây là buổi lúc 2 giờ chiều, ngày tây tháng 4.
The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints
Tòa có ra lệnh lấy tế bào DNA và lăn tay
that were given on the first calendar of this month
việc đó đã xảy ra 1 tây tháng 4 năm tháng này.
shall apply to all matters on this calendar.
Sẽ được áp dụng vào tất cả những vấn đề trên lịch này.
I will call you each one at a time to the podium.
Tôi sẽ gọi từng người một lên bục để nói.
I'll provide a second name to sit in the chair outside of this room.
Rồi một người nữa sẽ ngồi ghế ở phía ngoài phòng này.
I will let you know what you are here for.
Tôi sẽ cho quý vị biết lý do thế nào đến đây.
If I have appointed an attorney,
nếu mà tôi có bổ nhiệm luật sư,
if you have a bond,
hoặc là nếu có tiền thế chân,
and what your release conditions are.
Và tình huống điều kiện mình được thả ra thế nào.
Now we will go over the victim's rights advisement.
Bây giờ sẽ nói về quyền lợi của người nạn nhân.
If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court,
nếu mình là một nạn nhân của một tội hình sự mà mình có mặt ở tòa án này,
you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law.
Mình sẽ được cố vấn rằng mình có quyền lợi dưới luật pháp của tiểu bang Arizona.
That among others include the right to be treated with fairness.
Trong đó kể cả có quyền được đối xử cách công bằng.
Respect and dignity.
Được tôn trọng.
To a speedy trial.
Và được tòa xử xét mau mắn.
To be present at court proceedings.
Có mặt trong những lúc tòa làm việc.
To choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney.
Có thể chọn là được phỏng vấn bởi người bị cáo hoặc là luật sư của bị cáo.
To be heard before the court makes a decision on release.
Được phát biểu trước khi tòa quyết định vấn đề thả ra.
Negotiation of a plea.
Để thỏa thuận về cái lời khai của mình.
Scheduling and sentencing.
Thời khóa biểu và ngày ra hình phạt.
And to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss.
Và được đền bởi người làm tổn thương đến mình.
If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights,
nếu mình chưa có được cung cấp bản sao của quyền lợi những người nạn nhân,
please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office.
Xin liên lạc văn phòng nạn nhân của công tố viên.
If we could start with Long Pham to the podium.
Xin mời Long Pham lên bục.
And Christina Lindgren to the chair.
Christina Lindgren lại cái ghế.
Good afternoon. May I get your name and date of birth?
Chào buổi chiều. Xin nói tên và ngày sinh.
Long Pham, April 6, 1978.
Em cứ nói tiếng Việt đi. Long Pham rồi gì nữa? 6 tháng 4 năm mấy?
78.
Yes, sir. Name is Long Pham. Date of birth April 6, 1978.
Thank you, sir.
Cảm ơn em.
You are here today on a new case.
Em đến đây là một cái vụ hồ sơ mới.
It is for one count of dangerous drugs for sale.
Có một vụ là sở hữu chủ ma túy nguy hiểm.
and one count of narcotic drugs for sale.
Và một vụ là có sở hữu chủ ma túy để bán.
These are both Class 2 felonies.
Hai cái vụ này đều là tội hình sự loại 2.
I am finding probable cause and appointing an attorney to represent you.
Tôi thấy có đủ lý do để công tố và đã bổ nhiệm một người luật sư cho em.
You have 2 hearings. Your first one is April 16th at 8:30.
Em có 2 buổi điều trần. Buổi đầu tiên là 16 tháng 4 lúc 8 giờ rưỡi.
Your second one is April 20th at 8:30.
Còn vụ thứ hai là 20 tháng 4, 8 giờ rưỡi.
You have a cash bond in the amount of $7,500.
Em có đóng tiền thế chân $7,500.
In the event you post bond and are released from custody, you have written conditions.
Nếu em đóng tiền thế chân này và được thả ra thì có một số điều kiện.
You are not to possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription.
Em không được có sở hữu chủ và dùng bất cứ thuốc nào ngoại trừ khi mà có toa.
And you are not to possess any weapons.
Và không được giữ bất cứ vũ khí nào.
All of this will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
Tất cả những điều này sẽ có trong giấy tờ của em. Em hỏi gì không?
Dạ không.
Có hỏi không hả?
Không.
No, ma'am.
If you will step to your left, the officer will get you your paperwork.
Vậy thì em đi qua bên trái, người cảnh sát viên sẽ đưa cho em giấy tờ.
That does conclude our only interpreter matter at this time. I really do appreciate your assistance, sir. Feel free to disconnect at your convenience.
My pleasure. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Can we have Christina Lindgren to the podium and Mason Riley to the chair? May I get your name and date of birth?
Christina Lindgren, 9794.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a new case. It is for one count of narcotic drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and one count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. You do have 3 hearings coming up. You're going to start with a status conference April 16th at 8:30, an evidentiary hearing April 17th at 1:30, and a preliminary hearing April 20th at 8:30. Because you were out on felony release at the time of this alleged offense, so you have a different case that you have pending with felony charges. Because of that, you're not eligible for bond today. The time set to determine if you're eligible for bond is the evidentiary hearing on April 17th at 1:30. So you will remain in custody until that time. Did you have any questions?
No.
If you'll step to your left, the officers will get you that paperwork. Mason Riley to the podium. Delbert Sermeno to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Mason Garrett Riley, 05/18/1994.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case. It is for 2 counts of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference April 16th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing April 20th at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $75,000. In the event you post bond, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services, and you'd be equipped with electronic monitoring. And you'd also have written conditions of release. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you may not possess any weapons. This will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No, sir.
Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get you that paperwork. Delbert Sermeno to the podium. Blas Serena Perez to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Delbert R. Sermino, 11/7/1966.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case. It is for 1 count of aggravated assault, a Class 3 felony, and 1 count of resisting arrest, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a couple of hearings coming up. You're going to have a status conference on April 16th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing April 20th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $15,000. In the event you post bond and are released from custody, you do have written conditions.
Okay.
You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you may not possess any weapons. This will all be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No.
Please take a step to your left and the officer will get you that paperwork. Mr. Serena Perez to the podium. Melissa Joaquin to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Yeah, it's Los Domingo Sena Perez, and 10/23/2000.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here today on 2 failure to appear bench warrants that were issued for you. I am going to affirm the attorney that was previously appointed to represent you and give you a new hearing date. You're going to have a status conference on April 16th at 8:30. This date and time does apply to both cases. You do have a secured appearance bond of $2,500 in each case for a total bond of $5,000. In the event you were to post that bond and be released from custody, you would have written conditions of release. You're not to possess weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. This will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No, not be it.
Thank you, sir. If you'll step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork.
All right.
Melissa Joaquin to the podium. Renee Avila Muro to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Melissa Joaquin, July 1981.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a new case. It is for 1 count of aggravated DUI, a Class 4 felony. Because your license was suspended, revoked, or canceled at the time. You're also here for a second aggravated DUI, being your 3rd DUI, a Class 4 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference April 16th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing April 20th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. In the event you post bond and are released, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services where you'll have alcohol testing and monitoring. You also have written conditions of release. You're not to possess or consume alcohol, and you may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. At this time, it does indicate you do not have a driver's license, so until that's reinstated, you're unable to drive. This will be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions? Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get you that paperwork. Renee Avila Muro to the podium. Jacqueline Ortiz to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Renee Avila Muro, January 27, 1998.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case. You are here for 1 count of aggravated DUI with a license that was suspended or revoked, a Class 4 felony. You're here on 1 count of aggravated DUI with a passenger under the age of 15, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of open container in a vehicle, a Class 2 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. You'll have a status conference April 16th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing April 20th at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond of $2,500. In the event you post that bond, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services, and you'll have alcohol testing and monitoring. You also have written conditions of release. You're not to possess or consume alcohol. You may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license, and you may not drive a motor vehicle with anyone under the age of 18 years of age in your vehicle at any time during the pendency of this case. Right now, it does indicate that your license is currently suspended, so you're not to drive until that is reinstated. This will be in your paperwork. Did you have any questions?
I have a question. So I'm not being released today?
You have a bond. If you post the bond, you'll be released from custody. If you don't post the bond, you will remain in custody.
How much is the bond, ma'am?
You have a secured appearance bond of $2,500.
And how much do I have to pay? The full amount, or can I put like...
So it is secured. Secured meaning you can contact a bail bonding company. Bail bonding companies are typically going to require 10% plus collateral. You'll be taken to processing here in a little bit. They'll give you the instructions as well as access to phones. You can contact bail bonding companies to see what their requirements are in order to get that posted.
Okay.
Anything further, sir?
No, that's it.
Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Jacqueline Ortiz to the podium and Kyle Nash to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
5/29/2004.
And your name, ma'am?
Jacqueline Sosa Ortiz.
Thank you. You are here today on a warrant from the Desert Ridge Justice Court for failing to appear at a hearing related to a pending assault charge. I am going to appoint an attorney and set an arraignment hearing at the Desert Ridge Justice Court on April 15th at 8:30 in the morning. You do have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,000. In the event you post that bond and are released from custody, you have written conditions of release. You're not to possess or consume you're not to possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. And then you'll also need to ensure that you attend all of your future hearings. If you fail to appear, another warrant would issue, and you'd also lose the bond you posted. This will all be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions? Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get you that paperwork. Kyle Nash to the podium. Evangelina Astorga to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Kyle Nash, 11/30/85.
And can you please remove your hat, sir?
Yes, sir.
You are here today on 3 cases. They are 3 probation violation warrants with allegations you violated terms 3, 4, 7, 13, and 15. I'm appointing an attorney and setting a probation revocation hearing on April 17th at 8:30. You do have a secured appearance bond of $250 in each case for a total bond of $750. In the event you post that bond and are released from custody, you do have written conditions. You're not to possess weapons or alcohol, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. This will all be included in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No.
Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get you that paperwork. Evangelina Astorga to the podium, and Lee Ramirez to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Evangelina Maria Astorga. My date of birth is October 6, 1992.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued on August 11th of 2022. It does relate to a pending charge of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony. I am going to affirm the attorney previously appointed and set a status conference April 16th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing April 20th at 8:30. In this case, you have a cash bond in the amount of $500. In the event you post that bond and are released from custody, you have written conditions. You're not to possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription. You may not drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. You also need to ensure that you attend all of your future hearings. If you do fail to appear again, another warrant would issue and you'd lose the bond that you did post. This will all be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
Wasn't it a $100 bond?
It was a $100 bond when it was set in 2022. However, because it being almost 4 years old, it has increased now to cash bond of $500.
Okay.
Anything further?
That's it.
Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get you that paperwork. Lee Ramirez to the podium. Lucas Ellum to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Yes, Lee Ramirez, 12/20/79 is my birthday.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on 3 cases. You're here on a new case plus 2 warrants. One is a probation violation warrant. The other one is a warrant from Agua Fria Justice Court. Your new case is for 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. The probation violation warrant alleges you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I'll appoint an attorney in that case as well. You're going to have 3 hearings coming up in the downtown Superior Courthouse for these 2 cases. It'll start with a status conference April 16th at 8:30, a probation revocation hearing April 17th at 8:30, and a preliminary hearing April 20th at 8:30. You have 1 more case we need to discuss. That is a warrant from the Agua Fria Justice Court. It does relate to a previous shoplifting charge from November 6th of 2025 and failing to appear at a hearing. I'm going to appoint an attorney and set a hearing in the Agua Fria Justice Court April 15th at 8:30.
Okay.
So between your 3 cases, you do have 4 hearings coming up. They are in different locations. Date, times, and location will be included in your paperwork.
Okay.
On your probation case, you have a secured appearance bond of $100. In each of your other 2 cases, your new charges and your Agua Fria Justice Court case, you have a bond of $50. So it is a total bond between the 3 cases of $200. In the event you were to post that bond and be released from custody, you'd have written conditions of release. You may not possess weapons. You may not possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription. And you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. This will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No.
Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get you that paperwork. Lucas Elam to the podium, Enrique Valencia Ruiz to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Lucas Christopher Karsner Elam, 5/26/93.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on two cases. You're here on a new case as well as a probation violation warrant that was issued. Your new charges are for 1 count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony. Your probation violation warrant alleges that you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I'm finding probable cause on your new case. I'm appointing an attorney in both cases. You have 3 hearings coming up. You'll have a status conference April 16th at 8:30, a probation revocation hearing April 17th at 8:30, and a preliminary hearing April 20th at 8:30. On your probation case, you have a bond of $100. On your new charges, it's a placeholder bond of $50 for a total bond of $150. In the event you post that bond and are released from custody, you do have written conditions of release. You're not to possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. This will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
Yeah, I was supposed to be actually working today. I fucked up on that, obviously. I was supposed to work the weekend. And then I got till Wednesday. There's no, I'm in custody till then, huh?
If you post the bond, you'll be released. If you don't post
I
the
have no money
bond,
and nobody out here, man.
your next hearing is April 16th, which is a week from today, which is next Thursday.
You're just gonna put me still back without a job.
Are you able to post any sort of bond?
Ma'am, I have 0 money on me and I have nobody out here, really. I had my dad, he passed away. Just, like, if I don't know if you can pull it up or not. I completed my parole successfully. Like I'm good for doing this.
The reason you have the probation violation warrant is because you were placed on probation on December 18th of 2025. You were released from incarceration December 19th of 2025 and then never contacted your probation officer.
I did contact my probation officer. He wants me to get into a treatment. I've been working on that with him. I don't know why it says that.
Let me go back. I have his notes. Let me go back to his notes.
He wants me to get into an inpatient treatment, which I haven't quite done successfully, yet. But that's because it's not that easy to get a bid date. I'm working with CBI and stuff. I'm trying to get housing. I'm trying to get my life actually back in order, but I keep messing up somehow right there. Like when I get the chance to actually step up, this happens.
So I'm looking at the notes, and it looks like they've been attempting to reach you. Looks like they did at one time on January 7th of 2026. It looks like they may have called somebody else that you were with, and they were able to speak to you.
I managed to get a hold of them, though. It was actually that when we had contact, I contacted them. And then I lost the address to the office.
So unfortunately, in their notes, they don't indicate anywhere in here that that you've reached out to them, and they only indicate that they've been attempting to reach you unsuccessfully multiple times over the last 5 months, which is the reason this warrant did get issued. So that bond will need to be posted in order to be released from custody. It'll be the $150, and then you'll meet with your attorney at that hearing on April 16th. If you'll step to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork.
Once again, I'm asked out.
Enrique Valencia Ruiz to the podium. Jasmine Perez to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Enrique Eliseo Valencia Ruiz, October 3rd, 1995.
Thank you, sir. It does look like you are here today on a new case, as well as a probation violation warrant that was issued. Your new charges are for 1 count of dangerous drug possession, a Class 4 felony, 1 count of drug paraphernalia possession, a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of failure to obey a police officer, a Class 2 misdemeanor. And the probation violation warrant alleges you violated terms 3 and 5 of your probation. I am finding probable cause on your new case. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you in both cases and setting some hearings. You have a status conference, April 16th at 8:30, a probation revocation hearing, April 17th at 8:30, and a preliminary hearing, April 20th at 8:30. In your probation case, you do have a secured appearance bond of $100. On your new charges, you have a placeholder bond of $50. That is a total bond of $150. In the event you post that bond and are released from custody, you do have written conditions. You're not to possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license, and you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. This will be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No.
Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get you that paperwork.
Okay.
Jasmine Perez to the podium. Roderick King to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Jasmine Perez, January 10th, 1999.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a new case. It is for 1 count of aggravated DUI, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of open container in your vehicle, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference April 24th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing April 28th at 8:30. I am going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services, but you do have written conditions of release. You're not to possess or consume alcohol. You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. You're also going to have to do alcohol testing and monitoring with the supervision of the pretrial services. You're going to need to ensure you attend all of your future hearings. If you fail to appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. In addition to the paperwork that you're going to be given, you're going to be given an envelope. You need to ensure you contact pretrial services within 72 hours of your release from custody. This will be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
No questions.
Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork. Roderick King to the podium. Ronald to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Roderick King, 6878.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case for 1 count of criminal trespass of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference April 24th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing April 28th at 8:30. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That is your promise to appear. You do have written conditions of release. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You also need to ensure that you attend all of your hearings. If you fail to appear at any of them, a warrant will issue for your arrest, and then you will be held on bond at that next hearing. Did you have any questions, sir?
No.
Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get you that paperwork. Ronald to the podium. Devontae to the chair. May I get your name and date of birth?
Bonafetti, 92256.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case. Can you hear me okay?
Barely.
Do you need some headphones so you can hear better?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, one moment. We'll get you some headphones. Just stay right there. Can you hear me okay?
No, yes.
Okay. So you're here today on some new charges. It is for 1 count of criminal trespass of a residential structure, a Class 6 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. I'm going to give you some hearings that you'll need to attend in the downtown Superior Courthouse. You'll have a status conference April 24th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing April 28th at 8:30. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That is your promise to appear at these hearings, but you do have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime. You may not initiate contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. You also need to ensure that you attend all of your future hearings. If you fail to appear at any of the hearings, a warrant will issue for your arrest, and then you will be held on bond at your next hearing. Did you have any questions, sir?
Yeah, I went to the structure to get my animals, which I left there. How did I get them? So I had my cats were there, and I was waiting for them to come back. I didn't malicious intent at all.
If you still have belongings at this location, talk to your attorney at your next hearing,
Okay.
so they can coordinate with you on how to appropriately get those things, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Anything further?
No,
Please take a step to your left. The officer will get you that paperwork.
thanks.
Devontae to the podium and Javier to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Devontae Simon, 31508.
Thank you. You are here today on a new case. It is for one count of theft means of transportation, a Class 3 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have a status conference April 24th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing April 28th at 8:30. I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance. That is your promise to appear at these hearings, but you do have written conditions. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime. You may not have contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. Do you reside at that location?
Yes.
Okay, so if you have any personal belongings still there, you can contact law enforcement for one civil standby to collect your belongings, but don't go there on your own without the civil standby, okay? And then you need to make sure that you attend all of your future hearings. If you fail to appear at any of them, a warrant will issue, and then you will be held on bond. Did you have any questions?
No.
Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get you that paperwork. Javier to the podium. Janelle to the chair. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Javier Chavis, 1996, September 29th.
Thank you, sir. You are here today on a new case for one count of assault. It is a misdemeanor charge. I am finding probable cause and appointing an attorney to represent you. You're going to have an arraignment hearing in the Country Meadows Justice Court on April 30th at 8:30 in the morning. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance, but you do have written conditions. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. If you reside with the alleged victim, you must find an alternative residence, but you can contact law enforcement for one civil standby to collect your belongings, but don't go there without that civil standby. And then make sure you attend all of your hearings. If you fail to appear at any of them, a warrant will issue, and then you'd likely be held on bond at your next hearing.
Yes,
Do you have
ma'am.
any questions?
No, ma'am.
Please take a step to your left, and the officer will get you that report. Janelle to the podium. Can I get your name and date of birth?
Janelle Collins, 8/19/1986.
Thank you, ma'am. You are here today on a new case. It is for one count of assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor, one count of disorderly conduct, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Probable cause has been found. However, at this time, I am not appointing counsel to represent you. The determination will take place at the Peoria Municipal Court, who will be hearing this case. The judge there will make that determination. But of course, you're always welcome to hire your own attorney at your own expense as well, if you would like to. You'll have an arraignment hearing in the Peoria Municipal Court on April 28th at 9 a.m. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That is your promise to appear at this hearing, but you do have written conditions. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime. No contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness. If you reside with the alleged victim, you will have to find an alternative residence, but you may contact law enforcement for one civil standby to collect any of your belongings. This will all be in your paperwork, ma'am. Did you have any questions?
Who is the alleged victim,
Let's see.
Your Honor?
Doesn't look like it gives me names. It says it's a male. I believe it may be your significant other or roommate.
No, X. A
Okay.
person that was residing there temporarily only under restrictions and guidelines set by multiple standards in Arizona revised statutes that were violated.
So it's your ex that's been living with you. It looks like the notes indicate it's a male. It doesn't tell me specifically. Do you have a child in common with them?
No.
Okay. Does he have children?
No,
Okay.
not that I know of.
All right. So the notes indicate that he has been residing at this location with you since February 17th to 2026. And then it further goes on to indicate that there has been an on and off again relationship over the last 7 years. So I believe that's probably the person you're referring to again. I don't have a specific name. But at this time, he has standing there. So even if you are the renter or owner of that place, you will not be able to return at this time during the pendency of this case unless a different judge changes these orders. But right now, you cannot return to that location and you will have to find an alternative residence. Did you have any further questions, ma'am?
Your Honor, that is my primary residence. He was asked to leave by management if he violated more policies and Arizona revised statutes, which he did. I followed the orders directly from the previous officers that I had to call to my home for assistance. and I followed the orders from our leasing manager. Your Honor.
The information that I have here today indicated that the police that arrived on scene indicated that he did still have standing at your location. I don't have any additional information before me today. If he has in fact been removed by the leasing agency, bring that information to your next court hearing to provide proof of that, so these orders could be changed by that judge. But without that information today, the information I do have indicates that he does have standing to be there at this time. So provide any of that information at your next hearing, or of course you can also hire an attorney and have them do that for you as well. Okay?
Thank you for clarifying, Your Honor.
Of course, if it's up to your left, the officer will get you that paperwork. Thank you, ma'am. And we will need to clear the courtroom for our remaining cases. It'll be just a moment. We're going to have to get an interpreter for him. Do you need a Spanish interpreter, sir?
Sí, Spanish.
Okay, one moment.
I'm dialing in 1 second.
And Madam Interpreter, we are just getting the headphones over to him. We could hear you on there. May I please get your name and date of birth?
Dagoberto Cáceres Martínez, 9 de julio.
Dagoberto Cáceres Martínez, June 9th.
And can you give me your full date of birth?
1998.
Of 1998.
And were you born in June or July?
No, julio, no junio.
July, not
Sí.
June.
Thank you, sir. And can I get the state's appearance for the record?
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Dawn Sauer on behalf of the state.
Thank you, Ms. Sauer. We are here today on a new case. It is for 3 counts of sexual conduct with a minor, a Class 2 felony. Probable cause has been found, and I am appointing an attorney to represent you. You are going to have 2 hearings coming up. It'll start with a status conference, April 16th at 8:30, and a preliminary hearing, April 20th at 8:30. Next, we're going to discuss any bond or release conditions that you may have. But before we do that, I do want to hear from the state. Ms. Sauer, was there anything you wanted to place on the record?
Yes, Your Honor. The state believes the defendant is an extreme danger to the community, minors in particular, and this victim in this case in particular as well. The charges include 3 separate occurrences. The defendant admitted in the form 4 to 4 or 5 occurrences. The victim's only 14, was preyed upon by the defendant, who apparently lives, I believe he lives in the same apartment complex. That puts the victim in a continuing dangerous situation, especially if the victim believes that he's in love with her, and if he stated that he was in love with her, which shows that he may continue to try to make advances on her, and she may be susceptible to witness tampering, to further abuse. It's unclear the size of this apartment complex, but the victim could potentially be in danger from running into him, coming and going from school to a school bus to the parking lot, etc. The state is requesting a high cash bond based on the nature of the offenses, $250,000 cash-only bond, and also no returning to the scene to include, if released, to include the entire apartment complex, as well as electronic monitoring and no contact with the victim or any minors whatsoever. Thank you.
Thank you, counsel. And Mr. Martinez, I have reviewed the allegations in this case. And I do believe based on that information, there is a strong weight of the evidence. And I do have some concerns. I am going to set a cash bond of $250,000. In the event you post that bond, you will be released to the supervision of pretrial services and you will be equipped with electronic monitoring. You also have written conditions of release. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, and I am going to modify this to include you may not return to the apartment complex. Just one moment. You are not to have any contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and you're not to have contact with any minors. This will all be in your paperwork, sir. Did you have any questions?
No.
No,
Está bien.
it's fine.
If you will take a seat in the gallery, they'll bring you out your paperwork.
Okay.
Okay.
And Madam Interpreter, I do believe that is our last Spanish matter on this calendar. I appreciate your assistance. Feel free to disconnect.
Thank you.
Thank you. The remaining cases will proceed as house calls. Our first one will be Nicholas Johnson, date of birth September 18th, 1978. And can I get the state's appearance? Are you appearing on 24 or is it 32?
Which case? You called 24? I'm appearing on 32.
Sorry about that. All right, I'll quickly place number 24 on the record, and then I will see him as a house call after due to being a danger to self or others. He is here on a grand jury warrant that was issued February 26th of 2026 for 2 counts of failing to register as a sex offender with an offense date of March 17th of 2025 and February 26th of 2026. I am appointing an attorney and setting an arraignment hearing April 17th at 8:30, and I am affirming the cash bond of $2,000. In the event he posts bond and is released from custody, he will have written conditions. He may not possess weapons, and he may not possess or consume drugs without a valid prescription. This will all be included in his paperwork. Next, we will handle case number 32, Lance Smiley, date of birth May 3rd, 1992. He is a danger to himself, so he will not appear here in the courtroom. I will provide this information to him directly after this recording. Can I get the state's appearance?
Dawn Sauer on behalf of the state.
Thank you, Ms. Sauer. We are here today on a new case. It is for 3 counts of aggravated assault. 2 counts are Class 3 felonies. 1 is a Class 4 felony. I am finding probable cause and appointing an attorney to represent him. He is going to have 2 hearings coming up, a status conference April 16th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing April 20th at 8:30. Ms. Sauer, was there anything you wanted to place on the record before I make my ruling as it relates to bond?
I would just add on the record that the defendant has a violent history. The current offenses were extremely violent, assaulting 2 victims with a knife. One of them, it appears, has life-threatening injuries. That's a large reason for the high cash bond request of $500,000. But also, just in looking at his history, 4 felony convictions for aggravated assault, 3 of those in unlawful flight, and a long history of arrests for aggravated assaults, many of which have been furthered for one reason or another. But many of these arrests started when he was on a bus. It appears that he's violent, he's dangerous, he just continues to attack people on buses until we get to where we are today, where we have 2 stabbing victims, one who potentially has a life-threatening injury. Thank you.
Thank you, counsel. I am setting a cash bond in the amount of $250,000. In the event that bond is posted, he will be released to the supervision of pretrial services and equipped with electronic monitoring. He also will have written conditions. It does include not returning to the scene of the alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, and he may not possess weapons or alcohol. All of this will be included in his paperwork. And Ms. Sauer, you're free to excuse yourself. I just have one more house call I need to place on the record. Thank you for being here. Case number 21, Brandon Bailey, date of birth November 30th, 1990, is here on a failure to appear bench warrant that was issued for him related to a pending dangerous drug charge, drug paraphernalia, and criminal trespass. I am going to affirm the attorney and set a status conference April 16th at 8:30, a preliminary hearing April 20th at 8:30. I am affirming the secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. In the event that bond is posted and he is released from custody, he will have written conditions. He may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, may not possess weapons or alcohol. All of this will be included in his paperwork. If anything changes after I meet with him, I will update the written record. This does conclude our 2 p.m. calendar, and we will now stand in recess until 5 p.m.
All right, good evening, everybody. This is the 5 o'clock calendar on April 10th, 2026. I will tell you the court's orders for taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. If I do set a secured appearance bond for you, you can go to the bondsman. It's my understanding they do collect calls from the jail. Their names and numbers are on some walls in the jail. If you can't find it or you need assistance, please ask one of the officers for help. In terms of release conditions, I'm not going to say out loud all your release conditions. They will be on your paperwork, so you can refer to your paperwork for all your release conditions. At a minimum, I'll say no drugs without a valid prescription and don't drive without a valid driver's license. All right. First of all, let's call Austin Manuel. When you come up, stand behind the podium. Give me your name and date of birth.
Hello, Austin Dana Manuel, July 31st, 1994.
Okay. Sir, in terms of your situation, you have three probation violation matters, and one, let's see, it's from San Marcos Justice Court. You have a warrant on a failure to pay. Okay, let's just talk about that last. Okay. In terms of your probation matters, another judge has already reviewed it and set the release conditions. So, you know, the judge is down in probation violation court. First one, and by the way, for all the probation matters, I did appoint a lawyer for you, and the court dates for them will be for the revocation arraignment hearing will be April 17th at 8:30. Okay, and for all. See here. On all three of them, you're alleged to have violated terms 3, 5, and 15. I know you're in intensive probation, or IPS. If you were to get out, you would have to contact your probation officer within 24 hours of release, not 72. All right, but anyway, it's starting with 2023-106-767, which are on probation, possession of drug paraphernalia. Also, on all of them, all your cases, you have to say no weapons, you can't possess or consume any alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. And another judge said, so the court date will be April 17th for revocation arraignment at 201 West Jefferson. Bond was set in amount of $750 secured appearance bond. Now, the other two matters, 2023-006-631, which are on probation for burglary in the third degree. I know you were reinstated 3 times there. And in regard to 2022-107-644, you're on probation for possession of drug burglary tools. And the judge over in probation violation court has indicated that pursuant to rules 27.6, 27.7, and 7.2c, you'll be held without bond, because with all reasonable probability you'll receive a sentence of imprisonment. So you'll be held without bond on those. Now on the Justice Court warrant out of San Marcos Justice Court, your court date will be April 15th at 10 o'clock there. They'll transport you. I know they were requesting a bond of $91 and change, just because you'll get credit for it. I put a placeholder bond in the amount of $10 on that. Okay? All right, step to your left, please. You'll talk to your lawyer about the no bond situation. Okay, Tyler Richardson. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Tyler Richardson, 7/12/1994.
Okay, Mr. Richardson, you've got a total of 3 matters before me. 2 of them are probation violations, which are alleged to violate terms 3 and 5. And you'll have the same court date. But before we get to that, Mr. Richardson, you have a grand jury indictment. You're indicted by a grand jury for the charges of 4 counts of organized retail theft, class 4 felonies. All right, I appoint a lawyer for you on that. Okay, for that, your not guilty arraignment will be April 17th at 8:30 at 175 West Madison. That's important because there's a different courthouse than the other ones. So, if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. This is on all the cases. No possession or consumption of alcohol, no weapons, no drug, and no drugs without a valid prescription. You can't return to the scene of alleged crime or initiate contact with alleged complainant or witness. And a judge, upon the return of the indictment, set bond for you in the amount of $10,000 secured appearance bond. Now, in terms of your probation, I've already indicated that what your basic release conditions are and appointed an attorney. Now,
Can I get?
yeah, 1 second. This is the trick. You talk to your lawyer, the first lawyer is C, okay, and talk about the probation violations, because most likely they'll take you to court for the new matter before the probation violations, and they're both scheduled for the same time in different buildings. Just, I want to make sure that, you know, there's no mistake, that they keep a warrant for you if you're not showing up for the other court, okay?
Okay.
Well, ultimately, they'll be combined into one court, same attorney.
Okay,
so this,
can I get, am I gonna be able to
I
be?
can't hear you.
Am I gonna be able to be released for pretrial
If you post your
services?
bond.
Huh?
If you post your bond. Okay, as I say, April 17th, 8:30 for revocation arraignment hearing, your alleged violated terms 3 and 5, same, all the release conditions, and another judge set bond for you, $500 each on,
For the probation violation?
so your total bond, you can go through a bondsman, is $11,000. All right, so step to your left, please. Shayla Maynard. All right, your name and date of birth, please.
4/1992, Shayla Maynard.
I'm sorry, you gave the date of birth as,
4/1992,
and your name again, I'm sorry.
Shayla Maynard.
All right. Shayla, you're here on two probation violation matters. I'm appointing a lawyer for you on your alleged or violated terms 3, 5, and 15. I know, and in your court dates will be your probation revocation arraignment hearings on April 17th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. No alcohol, either possessing or consuming it, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. A judge in probation violation court has set bond for you on each one, excuse me, of $1,000. So your total bond is a security appearance bond of $2,000. You can discuss with your attorney about the issue of seeing if the bond can be reduced when you get sent over to probation. All right?
What day is my court date?
What?
What day is my court date?
April 17th. That's a week from today. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Orlando Carmen.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning. Well, see, it's not morning yet.
Good evening. Sorry about that.
I know with all the windows, I can see why I can get confused.
I know, yeah.
All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Orlando Lee Carmen, date of birth of 8/6 of 86.
Okay, sir, I just want to double check one thing. Yeah, you've had a probation violation warrant. You're on probation for possession of dangerous drugs. You're alleged for violated terms 6 and 7. This warrant is from December of 2022.
Yes.
5.5 years ago. Okay, I'm not going to change the bond, even though it's been such an old warrant. All right. Obviously, if you get out, contact your probation officer, who may not be the same person after all these years. Keep that in mind. Within 72 hours, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no weapons. I'll keep the bond as it was, a $750 security appearance bond. Be in court if you post your bond on April 17th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. That'll be in your paperwork.
Okay, right? Yes, Your Honor.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Truceline Evans. Your name and date of birth, please.
Truceline Evans, date of birth 12/12/2001.
Do you have a probation officer for the federal probation?
No, I'm on probation with Taylor River Indian Community.
I'm sorry, a little louder.
I'm on probation with Taylor River Indian Community, my own community.
They said it was federal probation.
No, never. This is my first ever one right here.
Well, the point of except in Gila River.
Oh yeah, because when I went to Gila River, they told me that it's.
So what kind of probation are you on
with
there?
Taylor River.
But it's still probation.
Yeah.
For an our friend. Okay. What was that was based on an aggravated assault.
Yeah.
Okay, and so obviously the victim on that case is also a member of Gila River, right?
Yes.
And that's why it was in the Gila River, not in state court.
Yeah, it's in Gila River. Yeah, not in state court. Yeah.
I'm just putting things together.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay. So I thought you had a probation officer.
No.
So you don't have to report to anyone?
Huh?
You don't have to report to anyone at Gila River?
I do.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
A probation officer there.
Yes, with Gila River, but I'm thinking you mean with the
I
state.
know. Okay, now we get everything straight. Give me a second.
And I have court with them next week on the 17th at 1:30.
Okay. Give me a second. I just want to review this again in light. Now, there's a possibility they may put a hold on you for the probation, for alleging a probation violation. You know that?
Yeah, but
I'm just telling. No, you
yeah,
don't have to say anything.
yeah, I know.
But I'm gonna change this one since it's not on federal probation. Okay. And I'm going to give you a break, okay? Obviously, contact your probation officer in 72 hours. No alcohol.
The one from Gila River?
One second. Let me finish what I'm saying. Contact your probation officer at Gila River within 72 hours of release. No alcohol, consuming or possessing it. No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription.
Mm-hmm.
But I decided, nevertheless, I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Okay, I've changed my mind because it's based at Gila River. Because obviously you're going back to the res, right?
Yes.
Okay. But there's a possibility, because it takes about 4 to 6 hours for you to be processed to get out. It's always a possibility they may put a hold on you and you wouldn't get out. Okay, because they have been notified, apparently, about this arrest. Okay?
Okay.
The reason I'm doing this was an arrest warrant. I don't necessarily know whether you knew about the charge or not.
No, I did not.
I know, so I'm giving you the break in regard to that. So make sure you show up for court, okay?
I will,
And
sir.
did I give you the court date?
No, you did not.
Okay. Well, I appointed a lawyer for you. Your new court, actually, I couldn't have because I changed my mind on that. It'll be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix for status conference on April 24th and a witness plum hearing scheduled for April 28th, both at 8:30. Make sure you show up, okay?
Okay.
And can't return to the scene of the alleged crime and can't initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. And I told you about contacting your probation officer, okay?
Okay.
All right, step to your left. You'll get new paperwork in a second. All right. Luis Reyes Garcia. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Luis Reyes Garcia, 11/26/1990.
All right, sir, you got a total of 4 matters before me. So one is a warrant out of Surprise City Court. You have a new case out of Superior Court and 2 probation violations. Okay, let's do the probation violations first. In regard to the probation violations, both of them you alleged to violate term 1. One, you're on probation for possession of drug paraphernalia. The other one, you're on probation for soliciting to commit possession of dangerous drugs, both class 6 felonies. All right. I appointed a lawyer for you on both of those matters. Okay. Your court date on those will be at 201 West Jefferson on April 17th at 8:30. If you get out, contact your probation within 72 hours. You can't possess or consume any alcohol, and no weapons and no drugs without a valid prescription. They'll apply to all 4 of your cases, by the way. And bond on that has been set about, and each one of those of $250 each. So it's $500 in the probation violations. All right, now, On your new case, you're charged with possession of dangerous drugs, possession of narcotic drugs, both class 4 felonies. Appointing a lawyer for you on that. Now this one, apparently your status conference will be at 175 West Madison, which is a different courthouse, different place and different courthouse from the other charge, on April 16th at 8:30. Yeah, at least it's not the same day. That helps. I said, appoint a lawyer for you. It'll be April 16th at 8:30 for a status conference, and a witness preliminary hearing scheduled for April 20th at 8:30. Now, this will be at 175 West Madison Street. This will all be in your paperwork. Same release conditions in general, but a bond was set on that one in the amount of $250. Then you have the other probation violation, same terms, same court dates, another bond of $250. Now, you have a warrant at a Surprise City Court on assault. A lawyer will be appointed for you in the next court hearing if you haven't had one appointed already, which will be April 14th at 1:30. The address will, for the Surprise City Court will be on your paperwork. You can't initiate contact with alleged victim or victims, and the other conditions are the same. And that court set bond is a cash bond of $50. So you add everything together. First three were secured appearance bond, which means you can go to the bondsman, but for surprise, you got to come up with $50 cash. Okay? Step to your left, please. So you have 3 different courts, by the way, sir, and different lawyers. All right. Chance Carroll. All right, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Chance Carroll, 7/8/96.
All right, sir. You're here on an out-of-county warrant, Pioneer Justice Court, which I think is Pinal County.
Yeah.
Okay. I never remember where Pioneer is, so it's Pinal. Okay, so they made a decision on you. Give me 1 second here. I gotta change this, by the way. I left something out. Okay. I'm changing this. A lawyer will be appointed for you in the next court date on that. All right. And you'll have the Pioneer Justice Court. The address will be in your paperwork, set for April 15th at 8:30. And that court set bond amount of $256. I have no idea what it's all about, but that's what bond is. Secured appearance bond of $256. Okay. Step to your left, please. Timothy Watson.
You sit in the back, you'll get your paperwork.
No, I changed that one to put the attorney in. I changed the paperwork on that one. On the one gentleman we just did. Number 8. Pardon?
The system wants to go print it out.
Oh, you can't print that here?
Yeah, the printer's acting up.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we had 2 of them that we've changed.
Yeah, we have that.
Okay, so it'll be going in and out, okay. I'm still waiting for Timothy Watson.
Are you ready for next step?
Pardon?
You ready for the next?
I'm having trouble hearing you, I'm sorry.
Are you ready for the
Yeah,
next?
Timothy Watson, yeah.
Okay. Oh, Watson. Watson. Come on. Watson, come on. Take your arm out of your sleeve. Come on to the podium. Okay.
Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Timothy Watson.
What?
Timothy Watson,
And what's your date of birth?
3/16/99.
All right, sir, you're here on a probation violation. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Your court date will be on April 17th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson for your probation revocation arraignment hearing. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. You can't possess or consume any alcohol, no weapons, and no drugs without a valid prescription. And another judge set bond for you in the amount of $250, secured appearance bond. If you post a bond and you don't show up for court, you lose your bond and a warrant will issue. All right, step to your left, please, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Raymond Barron.
No. Have a seat in the back.
Give your name and date of birth, please.
Raymond Barron, October 10th, 1987.
All right, sir, you're here on a probation violation warrant also. Your court dates will be at 201 Rush Jefferson. Her revocation arraignment hearing will be April 17th at 8:30. Appointing a lawyer for you. You're also alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. And same thing, if you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours. No alcohol, possess or consume it. No weapons and no drugs without a valid prescription. Your judge in probation violation set bond for you and a secured appearance bond of $250. Okay? If you post your bond, make sure you show up. All right? Dante Gadsden. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Dante Gaston, August 23rd, 1993.
Oh, that's fine. You're also here on a probation violation.
Yeah, I got hurt because I got into an accident. I had stitches.
Okay. One thing, I can't keep people from talking, but I always recommend to people they don't talk about facts of the case or anything having to do with their case because it's being recorded. If you say something, it could always be used against you later on. Okay. Your lawyer is your advisor, okay, and your lawyer will try to take care of things for you and present it to the court. All right.
All right.
Okay. Just want to just give you the heads up in that. All right. So I appoint a lawyer. Your court date will be 201 West Jefferson on April 17th at 8:30 for your revocation arraignment hearing. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. If you get out, contact your probation officer in 72 hours. No weapons. No alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription, and your judge in probation violation court set bond in this secured appearance bond of $150. Okay, so step to your left, please.
Okay, my bond is
$150. You can go through a bondsman. Okay. Jacqueline Davis.
Jacqueline Davis, 61086.
Okay. You're also here under probation violation. You're getting an attorney. Your court date will also be at 201 West Jefferson at 8:30 for a revocation arraignment hearing on April 17th. Contact your probation officer in 72 hours release. No alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. As I said, you're alleged to violate terms 1 and 5. And another judge set bond for you in the amount of $200 through a secured appearance bond.
Can I say?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Just speak louder.
Okay. On this right here, I already went to this court. This court already went to this court. I got court on the 8th of next month.
Let me see what.
Okay.
Hold on one second. So I have an idea what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So, because I already went to this.
One second. Let me.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what's your question? Comment?
Because they're saying like I got a bond. I shouldn't have no bond because I already went to this court. They gave me on May 8th. I have to go to the court for the same thing because I was incarcerated on the 31st in here, and that's why I got a.
Let me explain something to you. I just want to make sure I'm not thinking of someone else. The hearing was held. When were you incarcerated?
On the 31st, I think. When this is the crime from last time when I got in prison for paraphernalia, and then they gave me a court date. I already went to court on the 8th.
The hearing was scheduled for 3:31. Did you talk to your attorney?
Well, yeah, I did talk to my attorney because they gave me another court date on the 8th. I have to go to the court on the 8th of next month.
Let me see what I can find. Okay.
All right.
I think I see a new case. Does it end in 11049?
Wait, where do I see the case number at?
2026-111-049?
I don't even see where the. I don't even see. Wait, where? Wait, let me see if this one has.
Okay, hold on a second here.
I don't have to.
Okay, I might be able to find it for you.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, so basically this is like
okay, let me say something. What date do you think you have to come back to court?
on the 8th of next month, I have to go
No,
to court.
April 8th.
Uh-huh,
It was April 8th.
April 8th? No, I already went.
Dangerous drugs and, let me explain to you. It's, dangerous drugs and drug paraphernalia, okay?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that was on,
April 8th?
let's see, what date that was? On March 24th.
March 24th?
That's when you were in this court, okay, on March 24th, and you were released on your own recognizance.
I was released on my own recognizance. Yeah, but I went to the court date on April 8th. That's why I went 2 days ago to the court.
Then we're talking about another case. Let me see if I can find something else.
Well, I never knew about this.
Okay, I'm trying to help you.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I can just tell you. It's another case.
I don't get it. Why
Hold on a second. You know, ma'am, I cannot find anything in regard to it. So you're going to have to just talk to your lawyer about that, okay? I've done my best to try to, find it for you, what you're talking about. But I can just tell you, in the other case I can see that was open, yeah, you release on your own recognizance. So bond, you can go through security appearance by $200.
Oh, my God.
Okay, step to your left, please. Katie Kennedy.
So what is my next court date?
Good afternoon, Judge. Katie Kennedy, 8184.
Okay.
I'm sorry, no, you're
No,
okay.
no, make sure you can hear me.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ma'am, you gave me your name, but I was listening to her.
Oh, yeah, no, you're fine.
It's, the date of birth is 8184?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go over a few things here. Okay, you're charged with one count of possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony, one count of criminal trespass in the first degree, class 6 felony, obstructing government operations. You can hear me, right?
Barely, but yes.
All right, so I'll try to talk louder. Okay?
There you go.
Obstructing government operations with class 1 misdemeanor, disorderly conduct, class 1 misdemeanor, interference with judicial proceedings, class 1 misdemeanor, and assault, a class 3 misdemeanor. Okay? I'm appointing a lawyer for you, and let me explain a couple things. You can't go back to the scene of the alleged crime. You cannot initiate contact with alleged victim or victims. You must obey the terms of any orders of protection or injunctions against harassment that have been issued or will be issued. Now, I know the prosecutors were asking for a bond of $2,500, security appearance bond. I'm not going to do that, but instead, just to make sure you don't return there, I'm going to release you to pretrial services. You have to report to them within 72 hours.
Okay.
And you're going to have an ankle bracelet and on a curfew. You can only leave it during hours approved by pretrial services.
I usually work
It'll be on your paperwork, explaining it.
Is it okay though? I usually work at night though. I usually do DoorDash and stuff at night.
What was that?
I usually do DoorDash at night. I usually work at night because that's usually.
Well, talk to pretrial services about that, okay?
Okay.
But instead of setting a bond,
Oh, no. I appreciate it, Judge.
I'm just telling you.
I appreciate it.
One of the conditions is, protection of the victim. That's one of several things. So, but instead of setting a bond, you'll still get a chance to get out.
Yes.
But it'll be a while before you get out because take processing and to put the ankle bracelet on. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Step to your left, please. And read that packet so you understand what your requirements are.
Okay.
Okay. Danielle Gerberding. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Daniel Gerberding, 2/10/1990.
Okay, so you are here for possession of narcotic drugs, class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony, and driving with license suspended or canceled, revoked, class 1 misdemeanor. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Don't lose your paperwork because you're due in court at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference on April 24th at 8:30 and a witness preliminary hearing 4 days later, on April 28th at 8:30. No drugs without a valid prescription. I'm releasing you to pretrial services with drug testing. You got to report to pretrial services, and I think I got to edit that. Let's see, 1 second. You have to report, I'm sorry, another little hike. You have to report within 72 hours. And you'll have drug testing. If you don't get your drug testing and comply with their rules, you'll have a warrant out issued, okay? So it'll take about 4 to 6 hours before you get released, because that's how long it takes for processing. All right? Step to your left, please. Maxwell Collins.
Yes, Your Honor. Max Collins, 52151.
Okay, sir. Give me 1 second. Okay, sir, you're charged with aggravated assault, a Class 6 felony.
I can't hear you.
You're charged. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. You're charged with aggravated assault, a Class 6 felony. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Make sure you make a court date. It's at 175 West Madison Street, April 24th at 8:30 for a status conference. A witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for April 28th at 8:30. You are not to initiate contact with alleged victim or victims. Sir, I know you take care of a handicapped daughter, okay? Correct? You take care of a handicapped daughter?
The handicap?
Okay.
Yes, I take care of a handicapped daughter.
So be smart, and you better show up for court, because I'll tell you this, the prosecutors were asking for a $5,000 bond, and I'm going to release you to pretrial services. You're going to report to them within 72 hours. You'll get a packet there. You better show up, or else a warrant will issue, and you're back here. And absolutely no contact with those kids. Okay?
Okay. So I can call the police about him coming to my house?
I'm not giving any advice. You talk to your lawyer. Talk to your lawyer about that. You're not to have any contact with that victim. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Renee Tilkins. Yeah, that one's going to be amended, by the way.
That's okay?
Yeah, that gentleman. Because I didn't put down the 72 hours about pretrial services.
Get the paper from the pen.
Renee Tilkins?
Hi. Renee Tilkins, November 18th, 1970.
Okay. You've got a warrant of the Santan Justice Court on a failure to appear on a criminal trespass, both Class 2 misdemeanors. The Santan Justice Court, the address will be in your paperwork. Show up rather than having to spend time here. Be there on April 28th at 9 o'clock. You cannot return to the scene of alleged crime or initiate contact with any alleged victim or victims. But I'll release. They wanted a bond of $680. I'm going to release you on normal cognizance. Okay. Be smart and show up there and take care of it rather than spending all your time here in the wonderful conditions. Okay.
I definitely will take care
of
it.
All right. Step to your left, please.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You said a reprint that last guy?
Yeah, because I've got to put in 72 hours about contact with pretrial services.
I don't think it's saved because it's...
Didn't save it? And that was on Kennedy?
Yeah. No. Refresh it?
Okay.
What's it?
Let's see here.
Colin.
That's in there.
Colin?
No. $356. All right. So I'll just do. Perfect. Okay. Now I know to look up to see when it's signed. You know, sometimes, you know, because even though it's signed here, it doesn't always show on the computer. Okay. Who's up next? Who do we have? Did I do Miss Gonzalez yet? Did I do that yet? No, I didn't yet. Yeah. Marcial Molina Gonzalez. All right. Good afternoon, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Marcelo Gonzalez, 7380.
Okay, you got a warrant out of the Kyrene Justice Court. The address is on the paperwork. Don't lose your paperwork. Be there on April 29th at 9:30. All right? Don't initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims, but I decide to release you on your own recognizance. So you're getting out in about 4 to 6 hours. Be smart so you don't have to come back here and show up for court.
All right.
All right? Step to your left, please. Deanna Cuevas? Your name and date of birth, please.
Diana Cuevas, August 25th, 1998.
All right, you're charged in the Peoria City Court. The address will be in your paperwork with assault and disorderly conduct, both class 1 misdemeanors. I think the domestic violence charges. A lawyer will be appointed for you at the next court date, which will be April 28th at 9 o'clock at the Peoria City Court. As I said, the address will be in your paperwork. You cannot return to the scene of alleged crime. You cannot initiate contact with alleged victim or victims. You're allowed one civil standby with a police officer to collect your essential belongings, okay? So I know you have a child in common, but no contact this time, all right? And, all right, but I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You'll be out in 4 to 6 hours, but make sure you obey the conditions, all right? Step to your left, please. All right. Jenna Schweisinger Riccobono. All right, your name and date of birth, please.
My name is Jenna Schweisinger Riccobono, and my date of birth is May 23rd, 2007.
Okay, you are charged with, I'm appointing a lawyer for you. You're charged with a Class 4 aggravated assault and a Class 5 aggravated assault. Your court date will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix for a status conference on April 24th and a witness preliminary hearing on April 28th, both at 8:30. The victim wrote a statement. She obviously wants the best for you. And give me 1 second here. The state was asking for a $5,000 bond. However, I'm going to release you to pretrial services. You got to report to them within 72 hours and obey their conditions. So read the pamphlet there.
Yes, sir.
Any physical contact with the alleged victim. You understand that?
Yes,
and no
sir.
alcohol, because you're under 21.
Yes,
all right, step to your left. And make sure you comply with pretrial services. Oh, by the way, ma'am, there was thought an attorney was going to appear. I appointed a lawyer for you, but until that attorney couldn't make it here, so until an attorney files a notice of appearance, I did appoint an attorney for you.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Thank
your
you.
Now the House calls. Okay. Number 22 is Calvin Davis. It's because he was combative. He's charged with aggravated assault, Class 4 felony, resisting arrest, Class 6 felony assault. A lawyer will be appointed for him. His court dates will be at status conference on April 16th at 8:30 and witness preliminary hearing April 20th at 175 West Madison Street. The state was recommending a $5,000 bond, but I'm going to set bond in an amount of $750. No contact with alleged victim or victims. No alcohol. All right. And then there's this person was combative with staff, so that's why it's a house call. Charged with aggravated DUI, reckless driving, DUI, and DUI drugs. He's got 5 priors and he's on parole. I don't know if there's going to be a parole hold on that, but appoint a lawyer for him. His court dates will be April 16th, status conference, witness preliminary hearing on April 20th at 175 West Madison Street. If he gets out, contact his parole officer within 24 hours. No alcohol. Bond is set in the amount of $1,000. Number 9 was house call because apparently it was agitated is what I've been told. He's got 6 priors. Although the state was recommending release on that, I do not find it's appropriate. He's charged with possession of dangerous drugs. Possession of drug paraphernalia and obstruction, refusing to give a true name, appoint a lawyer for him. Court dates will be April 16th at 8:30 for status conference witness, preliminary hearing April 20th at 8:30 at 175 West Madison Street. Not to have possessing weapons, no alcohol, no drugs, without a valid prescription. And if he gets out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. I do not know whether he's got a violation of probation hold put on him yet. And then finally, I guess there's, actually, number 11. I wasn't given a reason for number 11. Let's see.
Number 9 and 11 are the same one.
Oh, wait, 11, okay, that's why. Thank you. Probation violation, his hearing, appointing an attorney. His court dates will be at 201 West Jefferson on April 17th at 8:30. And he's alleged to violate term 1. Bond was set at $150. Contact your probation officer in 72 hours. No weapons, no alcohol, no drugs, without a valid prescription. Then we have finally number 30 on the suicide watch. He's got a bench warrant on possession of dangerous drugs. He already has a lawyer. His court date. You know what? It's never signed.
You're just gonna let you know.
How come it's not bold print for his court date?
What was that?
The court date's not bolded.
Oh, because we were waiting for you to, I don't think you've selected anything.
Okay, we'll give it a look. You're right. Okay.
You want to go or you want me to pull her in?
Huh?
You want to go or you want me to pull her in?
We can go after this.
Yeah?
Together. The partnership. Shoulder to shoulder. A big person. Let's go.
All right. This court date will be April 16th at 8:30. Status conference witness upon hearing April 20th at 8:30 at 175 West Madison. Bond was set by his judge, the amount of $500. All right. So that's the sign. That's it. Are you my tour guide? Are you my tour guide for the house calls?
No, we have a new and improved tour guide.
Well, you sing the calendar.
I'm old, I don't really.
Oh, stop.
Your name, please, sir.
Dwight Delbridge.
All right, Mr. Delbridge. This is the time set for your initial appearance. You are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to appoint the legal defender's office to represent you, sir. We're going to go over your charges and conditions of release. Before we do that, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement, from pretrial services, and I'm going to take argument from the state as well as your attorney who's assisting you today. She's sitting right next to you right now, sir. So, Mr. Delbridge, I'm seeing you on charges of domestic violence, aggravated harassment, two counts of aggravated harassment, one for violating release conditions, one because of prior convictions, and then an allegation of witness tampering. The state, sir, is asking me to hold you on a $25,000 bond. There's already a probation hold counsel. My inclination was a $10,000 cash secured bond. Does either party wish to be heard?
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor. Thank you.
Sarah, Mr. Kivian?
Yes, Your Honor. I do think some amount of bond is appropriate, given that he is in custody on other charges. I'd ask you to take into consideration he has no history of failing to appear. These are not violent charges. He's only 22 years old, and he has lived here essentially his whole life, and he does have verified housing.
Thank you. Mr. Delbridge, I have some concerns given the allegations of violating a court order. Ultimately, sir, it doesn't really matter what bond I set. Until probation lifts the bond, you won't be released, and probation is not going to lift the bond unless and until your attorney files some motion with your current judge, and that judge is persuaded by probation to do so. I'm going to hold you on a $10,000 cash or secured bond. Your next court date, sir, is going to be April 20th at 1:30 p.m. That will be an initial appearance. That court date's unlikely to go, sir. So please speak to your attorney about what to expect over these couple of weeks, all right?
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Your name, please?
Steven Lopez.
Mr. Lopez, this is the time set for your initial appearance. We're going to go over your charges and release conditions. Before we do that, know that you're presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'm going to be appointing, let me see, sir, the public defender's office to represent you. You also have an attorney sitting next to you right now, sir, to assist you in these proceedings. Before we go further, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement, from pretrial services, and I'll take arguments from both the state. So, Mr. Lopez, I'm seeing you on charges of aggravated assault and escape in the second degree. The state's asking for a $10,000 bond. Counsel, my inclination was a $10,000 bond. Does Mr. Keeson, did you want to be heard, ma'am?
Judge, I would just ask you to take into consideration that Mr. Lopez has no violent convictions. He is a lifelong Tucson resident. He is homeless, unemployed, but he does have community ties, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Lopez, I'm going to go with the state's recommendation. That being said, sir, you're currently being held without bond. Right now, holding you on a bond is giving you time credit on these new charges for the days you're going to be in jail. If in fact you do stay in jail on all these charges, you will absolutely have a time to argue for a different bond, speak to your attorney about that, and if they feel it's legally appropriate, they can file that motion, sir. Your court date's going to be April 20th at 1:30 p.m. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Judge, did you say April 30th?
No, April 20th.
Oh, sorry, Judge. The sound came through all weird.
That's fine. Yeah, April 20th. Yeah.
Your Honor, Peterson Bryce refused.
Was he the one who we were told he could not refuse anymore?
Oh, he can't.
That's correct, Your Honor. That's the information that I have.
I just got told that, Your Honor, so I'll let the officer know.
I mean, I don't want to put you guys in danger. I understand he's refused a lot, and the last word I got was that he was ordered to appear by any means necessary. If that's not the order you have, then I certainly don't want to. I don't want to cause a problem right now with you all. Yeah. Well,
Let me get that call, and then if you don't mind, we can save him for last if he is able to come down.
don't mind. The last minute entry I see, it says defendant is not permitted to refuse. I don't know if that's the language that you need, though. The language you need might be defendant is ordered to appear by any means necessary.
Okay.
So I'm happy to hold off on him until tomorrow if if the jail wants more clear language. You let us know.
Okay, yeah. If you want to move on to Curtis, and then I'll let you know about Peterson.
Okay. Of
Thank you.
course. In jail, are we letting in all the misdemeanors right now?
Yes, Your Honor, they're all here.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are here for your initial appearances. We're going to go over your charges as well as your release conditions. Before we do that, know that you are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. In some circumstances, you might be appointed an attorney. I'll let you know when you come before me. You always have the right to hire an attorney. And before we go any further, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement before I set your conditions of release. Ms. Curtis?
And Judge, my apologies, Judge. I misunderstood, and not all of the misdemeanors were here at that time.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, are you Taylor Curtis?
No, I'm not.
What's your name?
The name that I remember was Treasurer Tiffany Jones. And I think they gave me like the skin on me when I was a little girl, if I'm not mistaken. But then they decided to put me under, they hit me, then they ran off, so that way they cannot they put my skin on.
Okay, so hold on. Are you saying your name is not Taylor Hay Curtis? Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, this only happened yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
jail,
is this individual being booked under the name Taylor K. Curtis?
Yes, Your Honor, we did a digit scan on her, and that was the name that popped up from last time she was booked in.
Okay. Thank you, jail. All right, so ma'am, it sounds like you're being booked in the jail under the name of Taylor K. Curtis.
Yeah.
All right, you are being charged with 1 count of disorderly conduct for alleged events that happened today at a famous Sam's on River Road. Ma'am, I'm going to set a $500 cash or secured bond. I misspoke. Set a court date for April 13th at 1 p.m. in front of Judge Foster. That's in Pima County Justice Court. And I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you, ma'am, because if there is an issue with your name, I think you'll need an attorney to help you out with that. Your attorney is going to be Janet Altschuler. She's a very good attorney. I'm also going to order you not go back to the incident location, that famous Sam's on River Road. Understood, ma'am?
Repeat what you said, what I do?
Sorry?
What are you charging, trying to charge me with?
Disorderly conduct. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Disorderly conduct, okay. Ms. Altschuler will explain to you what the state is saying, or the city is saying, or the county is saying, you've alleged to have done, okay? All right, ma'am, with that, you're excused.
Have a seat, sir.
Your name, please?
Keanu Freeze Jones.
All right, Mr. Freitas Jones, I'm seeing you on a number of justice court charges, sir. I'm seeing you
Sir.
on charges of failing to appear for assault, disorderly conduct, and public nuisance, possession of paraphernalia, criminal trespass, soliciting. Multiple counts of that, sir. I'm also seeing you on one new charge of shoplifting, sir. Given the amount of charges I have and the amount of allegations of failing to appear, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash or secured bond. Your court date's going to be April 17th at 1:45 p.m. I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you, sir. I'm going to advise you, this is also your arraignment. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf for any cases you have not been arraigned on, and let you know, sir, that if you fail to appear at a future hearing, not only can a warrant issue for your arrest, but trial can go forward in your absence. If you're convicted of trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal, sir. And with that, sir. Oh, thank you very much. Hold on, sir. That was a city court case. On your justice court case, sir, I've got a charge of shoplifting and possession of paraphernalia. I am going to appoint Jenna Altschuler for you as well, sir. Actually, hold on. This is I said just court. This is actually a Marana City Court case. Let me see who our Marana attorneys are. Oh, it is Janet. Perfect. All right. So I'm appointing Janet Altschuler for you on the Marana case, sir. Your court date's going to be April 13th at 12 p.m. Order not to go back to the incident location, sir, where they're alleging you shoplifted from. And with that, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
Which one's Marana? This one? That's why. So, okay. Thank you. Take a week off my thanks. Yeah. Your name, please?
Robert Dean Hudgens.
All right, Mr. Hudgens. I'm seeing you on 2 counts, sir, of failing to appear on a charge of driving on a suspended license. Will you go to court, man?
I didn't have residence. I was homeless at the time. I have residence now.
Okay, all right, okay. I'm going to release you then, sir, and you promise to go to court. You're going to have court on May 5th at 9 a.m. in front of Judge Steele. All right, sir?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, of course. I'm glad you've got your housing figured out, man.
Excellent.
All right, both cases, sir, released and your promise to appear at court May 5th, 9 a.m. in front of Judge Steele. Good luck, all right, sir?
Thank you, sir. Oh.
Name?
Hello.
Your name?
Arthur C. Milberg.
Milberg. I'm seeing you on charges of failing to appear for disorderly conduct.
And a court case today before I got my warrant or whatever. I didn't know it went through, and I was going to get quashed at that court case in Marana.
All right. If you were in Marana today, sir, Marana can't quash a Pima County Justice Court case. I'm going to release you anyway. I don't know what happened today. But if you were in Miranda for something, they can't touch what happens in justice court. All right.
Okay.
So if you've got different court cases, man, that's unfortunate. I wish we had one courthouse
Well,
touch everything.
they-
But we don't.
They called and then they reset the Marana court case. So I got to talk to my lawyer and everything else tomorrow and figure out everything else.
That happens a lot. If you got multiple court cases, it's unfortunate, man. I'm going to release you on your promise to go to court on May 5th, 9 a.m. in front of Judge Miller. And because I don't have any more information, sir, that's the extent of my orders. You're going to go to court May 5th in front of Judge Miller, 9 a.m. All right?
Appreciate it.
Your name, please, sir?
Daniel Japa Angata.
All right, Mr. Nagata, I'm seeing you on charges
First and last.
of, hold on, sir. I'm seeing you on charges of domestic violence, disorderly conduct. Give me 1 second, sir, to review pretrial's report. So, sir, you live in Queen Creek, Arizona?
Sir.
So I'm gonna release you, sir. I'm gonna order no contact with the alleged victim in this case. You can't go to her residence or her work, sir. Your court dates are gonna be on May 5th, 9 a.m. in front of Judge Steele. That's in Pima County Justice Court. There is a phone number that we're gonna provide you for that courthouse, given that you live in Queen Creek. You might still have to appear, sir, in person, all right?
Yes, sir. Can we get the location changed for that by any chance?
Do that again, sir?
Oh, no worries, no worries. No, I appreciate that.
All right, sir. With that, you're excused. Your name, please, ma'am?
Khadijah Mariel Smith.
All right, Ms. Smith. I'm seeing you on charges of disorderly conduct, fighting, domestic violence. Ma'am, do you have somewhere else you can live?
There is, yeah, I can go to my parents' home.
All right. Do you have belongings at your other home?
I have a lot of stuff there actually. I was planning on, or depending on how this goes, I was hoping to go and get everything out potentially like on Sunday.
All right. So I'm going to release you, ma'am, on your promise to go to court on May 5th, 9 a.m. I'm going to order no contact with the alleged victim. You can't go back to that residence or his work. This has nothing to do with your children. I'm not including them on this order. I'm glad you have somewhere else you can live. You may return once with a law enforcement officer to pick up any belongings you require. Okay?
Okay.
Deal with it from there.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Your excuse. Thank you, ma'am. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry. I do court in the morning all the time, rarely at night. So my brain just defaults to saying good morning. Good evening, ma'am. What's your name, please?
Anna Anaya.
All right, Ms. Anaya, I'm seeing you on charges of criminal damage and assault, both alleged to be domestic violence offenses. Ma'am, do you have somewhere else you can live?
I don't think not in Pima County. Children. So
So currently you were living with your husband and your children, is that right?
yes. He hasn't been staying there. He just showed up today.
He hasn't been staying there?
He's been staying with a brother in Southwest. Both that is, we both have our clothes there, and we're both on the lease and stuff. So
How big's the house, ma'am?
it's a big 2-story, 5-bedroom house. So I live downstairs, and we have separate. It's
Okay. All right, then I'm gonna do this, ma'am. I'm gonna order you have no contact with him, but I'm not gonna order that you can't go back home. Just that you have no contact with him. So if that means you two have to live in the same house, not having any contact, it's not gonna be easy, but
perfect.
where right, so yeah, I'm gonna order, court's gonna take notice of the Form 4C, the intimate partner risk assessment that the alleged victim declined to make any statements on. For those reasons, the defendant is allowed to return home, but may not have any contact with the alleged victim. Ma'am, your court date's gonna be on May 19th at 1:30 PM in front of Judge Million. That's in Tucson City Court. Gonna enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf and advise you, ma'am, that if you fail to go to court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go for it in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal, okay? All right, ma'am, you're excused. I think, okay. Yeah, thank you, Jail. Your name, please, sir? Hey, Sarah, oh, there we go, thank you, all right. I'm sorry, your name, please?
Sheldon Bernard McFerrin.
Oh, Mr. McFerrin, I'm seeing you on a number of charges, sir. I'm seeing you on charges for failing to appear for domestic violence assault, disorderly conduct, criminal damage, and interfering with the judicial order. Judge Million, the city court judge who your case has been assigned to, sir, is asking that I hold you on a $5,000 cash bond. I'm going to honor that request, sir. I'm going to hold you on that bond. I'm going to order no contact of any kind with any of the alleged victims. You can't go to their residence or workplace or any incident locations where the allegations are alleged to have occurred. I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you on these charges, sir. They will help you out with the next steps. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, sir, and advise you that if you fail to go to court, a warrant can issue for arrest and trial can go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, sir, you can lose your right to appeal. Understood, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. Your excuse. Thank you.
When's his next court date?
May 11th.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm holding it. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Hold on. I looked at the wrong area. I've got April 29th here, actually. Okay. Sorry, sir. I put down the wrong date. Your court date, sir, is much sooner than that. Your court date is actually April 29th.
Well, that means they gonna hold me.
Sorry.
Yes, let me check that box. Thank you.
And Your Honor, Worth Mary Catherine is currently being uncooperative with staff. Is there any way that we can continue her for tomorrow morning?
That's fine. Court will continue Miss Worth until tomorrow morning. Where do I check that?
You just cross out this and then it's right, continue to
Give me 1 second, okay? On all of them, Leandra?
Unfortunately.
It's okay. I know. I know.
You signed all of these.
Yeah. Your name, please, sir.
Chad Northington.
All right, Mr. Northington. Hey, jail, do we have all the felonies in the courtroom? I know there's only 3 left.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're all here on felony charges. I'm going to be going over your charges as well as your conditions of release. Before I do that, let me go over a few things with you all. You are all presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'll be appointing attorneys at this point in time once you come before me. You all also have an attorney sitting next to you on your left. She will assist you in your conditions of release. The state's being represented by Mr. Peter Goodman. He's appearing over Teams. I'll listen to him as well. Before I determine your conditions of release, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement, from pretrial services, and I will take arguments from both counsel. Mr. Northington, sir, I'm seeing you on charges of burglary in the first degree, trafficking in stolen property, and theft. The state, sir, is asking for a $25,000 bond. My inclination to both counsel was a $10,000 bond, cash or secured, with orders that he had not have any contact with the alleged victim and not to go back to the incident location. Does either party wish to be heard further?
Nothing to add beyond having no contact with the co-defendant, Your Honor.
I will add that. All right, Mr. Keithian?
Yes, Your Honor. I am asking for release to pretrial services or a more nominal bond. First, I do want to note that I think that there is a probable cause issue as to the burglary charge. There is insufficient evidence to show that the gun was in possession at the same time of the burglary. This is also charged as a Class 2 felony, but there's no reference to it being a residential structure. For that reason, Your Honor, we can't really disentangle these from the other charges, but I'd ask you to take that into consideration. I'd also ask you to take into consideration that these are not violent charges. Mr. Northington has no violent convictions. He's lived here in Tucson for 32 years, has no recent failures to appear, and he does have previous success on probation.
Thank you, Mr. Keithian. I certainly understand your arguments. I'm not sure if we have burglary in the first degree here, given that I've certainly not seen the video. I do find probable cause for the other charges, though. Mr. Northington, I am going to hold you on a $10,000 bond. I do see that you've done well on probation on prior occasions. Even had some of your cases reduced to misdemeanors, which is great. But given the new charges, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $10,000 bond, cash is secured with the previously mentioned orders, sir. You're going to have court on April 20th at 1:30 p.m., sir. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Sir, that hearing's unlikely to go, so please speak to your attorney about what to expect over the next couple of weeks. In your excuse, sir. Your name, please, ma'am?
Jordan Park.
All right, Ms. Pock. I'm seeing you on charges of burglary in the first degree, trafficking stolen property, and theft. Mr. Keegan, I'm assuming you have the same argument as to Ms. Pock for the burglary charge?
Same argument, Judge. In addition, there's insufficient evidence that Ms. Pock was in possession of a handgun.
Understood. Yeah, I'm not sure where the burglary charge is going to go. Certainly, if there's an accomplice liability theory on the burglary first charge, Ms. Pock would also be included in that. Ms. Pock, the state's asking that I hold you without the ability to post bond and set a no bond hearing. Because the state's asking for that, ma'am, because the state's asking that you not be able to post bond, you are entitled to a hearing. I'm going to set that hearing for April 15th at 1:30 p.m. Otherwise, ma'am, you'll have a preliminary hearing on April 20th at 1:30 p.m. That second hearing is unlikely to go. Please speak to your attorney about what to expect at that time. I'm going to appoint the LD's office, the legal defender's office, to represent you, ma'am, with orders that you have no contact with any of the alleged victims, with your co-defendant, and not to go back to the incident location if you are released, ma'am. All right, with that, you're excused, ma'am.
No bond.
Unfortunately, not. Absolutely.
Angela?
Oh,
Your name, please.
Angela Marie Kiwis.
All right, Ms. Kiwis. Ma'am, I'm seeing you on a Santa Cruz County warrant for possession of paraphernalia. I'm not going to hold you on a bond for this. I don't know when your next court date's going to be. You're going to have to call Santa Cruz Superior Court to find out when your next court date is. They're going to set one. If you don't go to that court date, they're going to issue another warrant for your arrest.
I've already been in contact with them, Isabel at the courthouse. This has been since 2005. I wasn't aware of this. But I'm in the process of moving back to Nogales. I'll be in Nogales Monday if they want me there Monday, whatever day they want me there.
We're going to give you a phone number. In fact, Sarah, you want to write this down right now?
Yes, Judge.
520-375-7700. Give that number a call, okay, Ms. Kiwis?
Okay. So I can go home today then?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Your case. You're still at Villarreal, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I think they are trying to locate him right now.
Okay. Hey, JL, how are we doing on Mr. Peterson?
Grabbing the last on the felony, but Peterson is ready right now if you would like to see him. Okay, let me grab this.
Are you Bryce Peterson, sir?
Sir.
All right. This is a defense after your initial appearance, sir. I'm seeing you in a number of different charges at different courthouses. You are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. On felony cases, sir, I will be appointing an attorney. I believe, sir, these are all felony cases. I'll go through them all one at a time, though. Before we go over your conditions of release and your charges, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement, from pretrial services, and I'll take argument from both the prosecutor and your attorney who's sitting next to you this time, sir. Let me pull up the warrant case first, sir. I've got a case from Maricopa County. It's failing to appear for burglary in second degree. They're asking for a $500 bond. I'm going to order that, sir. So I'm going to order you held on a $500 cash or secured bond. I'm going to set a review hearing on this case for May 11th at 9 a.m. We set these review hearings, sir, just to make sure that you're not floating around in the Pima County Jail on nothing but an out-of-county warrant. Okay, sir? All right, let me go over your Pima County charges now, sir. One is a post indictment matter, sir. It's CR 20261538. On that count, sir, it's theft of means of transportation and burglary in the 3rd degree. The state, sir, is asking I believe they're asking that I hold you on a $2,500 bond, which was the request on the warrant. I'm inclined to do that. Mr. Keaton, do you want to be heard, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor. Can I speak with Mr. Peterson for a moment, though?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, as to all of these matters, I do think bonds are appropriate. He is in custody on other charges, including a potential no bond hearing coming up. I would ask that those bonds not exceed $2,500 across the board. I'll note that he has no violent convictions. These present charges are not violent. He is a lifelong Tucson resident and he is currently unemployed. For those reasons, I'd ask for all of the bonds imposed today not to exceed $2,500.
Give me 1 second, Sarah, to pull those ones up. All right. I'm not sure I'm going to do that yet, Sarah, but I will go through one at a time, okay? On the currently indicted case, sir, I am going to do a $2,500 cash or secured bond. I'm going to order no contact with the alleged victims and do not go to their residence and or workplace, sir. I'm appointing the public defender's officer and setting an arraignment for April 17th at 1:30 p.m. All right, sir, I'm also seeing you on new charges of intent to, oh, hold on. All right, new charges, sir, of possession of narcotic drug, intent to facilitate shoplifting and possession of drug paraphernalia. Mr. Goodman, I'm trying to discern what your bond request is on that one, sir. I have a $500 bond and a $10,000 bond request.
So, Your Honor, I broke them up by LEA numbers, and I understand that the PCSD interims were merged into one case. So $10,000 bond on the Sheriff's Department case and $5,000 on the DPS incident interim.
Okay. And am I right that Mr. Peterson's being held on a no bond hold right now?
Yes, Your Honor. That hearing is on Tuesday. I actually represent Mr. Peterson.
Okay. All right. Sir, I'm going to set a $2,500 bond on what is CR 26004919. I'm not going to run that concurrent, Mr. Kezian. You know very well, of course, that I shouldn't talk to you. Mr. Peterson, your attorney knows very well how to file a motion to modify to try to get these run concurrent. If you're not at the end of the day held without the ability to postpone, for now they will be consecutive. Your next court date on that one, sir, is going to be April 20th. That court date's unlikely to go. Please speak to your attorney about that. I'm appointing, of course, the PD's office. And then, sir, on the last one, we'll do the same thing, $2,500, cash is secured, consecutive as well. PD's appointed. That court date, sir, again, will be 4/20 at 1:30 p.m. And with all of that, sir, you're excused. Thank you, sir. Your name, please, sir?
David, yeah.
All right, Mr. Villarreal, I'm seeing you on charges of burglary in the second degree and unlawful use of means of transportation, sir. This is the time set for your initial appearance. Those are your charges. I'm going to go over your conditions of release, sir. Before I do that, you are presumed innocent. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney, sir. You also have an attorney sitting next to you right now to assist you in these proceedings. The state, Mr. Villarreal, is asking that I hold you on a $10,000 bond. Mr. Keeson, did you want to be heard?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm asking for release to pretrial services. He has no history of any violent convictions, no recent failures to appear. His only prior is 14 years old. He is a lifelong resident and currently unemployed and very recently homeless. I think that the support that pretrial services can offer would be really helpful to Mr. Villarreal right now.
And Judge, I would disagree with the violent type of nature, given that he forced entry into his mother's home and stole her vehicle.
All right, yeah, Mr. Villarreal, I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash secured bond. You're going to have court on April 20th at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to order no contact with the alleged victim. Do not go back to the alleged victim's residence and or workplace. Appoint the public defense officer to represent you, sir. I will do pretrial services if the bond is posted, sir. And any monitoring or treatment directed by them. And with that, sir, you're excused. That's all right, JL?
Yes, sir.
I'm here to
All right.
Gentleman over there needs to wake up. All right, everyone, please be seated. Thank you. All right, good evening, everybody. This is the 8 o'clock calendar. It's April 10th, 2026. I will tell you that the court orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Now, I'm only going to say out loud some of your release conditions. The rest will be in your paperwork, so you'll have to review them to make sure you follow them. At a minimum, it'll say no drugs without a valid prescription, don't drive without a valid driver's license. For those of you who I said a security parents bond, you can go through a bonding company. It's my understanding they do collect calls from the jail. Names and numbers of bonding companies are on some walls in the jail. You can find them or need assistance, ask one of the officers for help. Since this is being streamed, I read the victim's rights advisement. If a person is a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, they're advised they have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by a defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who's been convicted of their loss. If a person has not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, they should contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. All right. Victor Garcia. All right, so your name and date of birth?
Victor Garcia, 8774.
All right, so you got a probation violation. Apparently you're on courtesy supervision, probation supervision here in the Valley? Okay, but anyway, I appointed a lawyer for you, pursuant to, and obviously if you were able to get out, you'd have to contact your probation officer since within 72 hours, no weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. You'll have your revocation arraignment hearing on April 17th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson in Phoenix. Since it's an interstate compact case, another judge has already ruled that you'll be held without bond. You can talk to your lawyer about that. All right. Step
on the 17th?
What? Yeah, that's a week from today. Alonso Osuna? Your name and date of birth, please.
Alonso Osuna, 1995, May 22nd.
Okay, you're on a probation violation. That's almost 8 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. I appoint a lawyer for you. Your revocation arraignment hearing will be 201 West Jefferson, Phoenix, on April 17th at 8:30. That's revocation arraignment.
Will I be allowed a bond?
No. Another judge has already ruled. By the way, if you were able to get out, you have to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. No alcohol, no weapons, no drugs, valid prescription. Another judge has ruled that pursuant to criminal rules 27.6.7 and 7.2C, the judge found that all reasonable probability will receive a sentence of imprisonment in this matter. So you'll be held without bond. You can talk to your lawyer about that. Step to your left, please. Robert Torres. Your name and date of birth, please.
Robert Torres Jr., August 19th, 2003.
You got a warrant out of Coconino County Superior Court. I don't know very much about the case. It's basically on hindering prosecution, the first degree, class 3 felony. A lawyer, I don't know if you've had a lawyer appointed before.
Yeah, I do.
Well, I said it would be appointed next hearing, but obviously that's between you and that county, okay? Give me 1 second here. You're not to initiate contact with an alleged victim, and they ordered, your arraignment hearing will be in 5 days, April 15th at 8:30, so they would pick you up and take you up there if you don't post bond. They ordered that you be held on a cash bond of $25,000. That's all I know about the case. All right? All right, thank you. Luck, please. Thomas Stoneham? All right, so your name and date of birth, please. Your name and date of birth. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Hi, we'll need headphones. Okay. Can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. All right, sir, you're here on a probation violation. Hold it.
Okay.
How's that? Okay, well, I don't want to, you getting feedback still?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, it's good.
Oh, no. What does he have to do?
Put it on and do one step back. Do one step back. There you go. Right there.
Okay, now, can you still hear me?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you're here on a probation violation warrant. I appointed a lawyer for you. Your court date will be at 201 West Jefferson in Phoenix. Probation revocation arraignment hearing will be on April 17th at 8:30. You're alleged to have violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 7. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release. You can't possess or consume any alcohol. You can't possess any weapons and no drugs without a valid prescription. A judge in the probation violation court set bond in the amount of $2,500 as a secured appearance bond. All right, step to your left, please. Priscilla Avila?
Take that off. Do you unplug this or something? Leave it over here. It's gonna turn it on. Give it to you.
All right, your name and date of birth, please.
August 13th, 1990, Priscilla Maria Avila.
All right, you're charged with one count of unlawful means of transportation, a class 6 felony. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. I will tell you, the information I've been given is that DOC is going to put a parole hold on you. So you won't be going anywhere no matter what, okay? And most likely, you'd have to take care of your case before you go back down there, okay? Your court dates will be at 8:30 in the morning at 175 West Madison Street. Status conference on April 16th, and a witness preliminary hearing at this point is scheduled for April 20th. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victim or have any contact with any co-defendant. Bond was set in a security appearance bond of $2,000. And if you get out, you would have to contact your parole officer within 24 hours of release. Okay? Step to your left, please.
Thank you.
Jahil Riley? All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Jalil Riley, 10/31/06.
All right, sir, you are charged with taking contraband into a correctional facility, a class 2 felony, assisting a street gang, class 3 felony, reckless damaging property of utility, class 5 felony, minor carrying a firearm, and theft. Those last two are class 6 felonies. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix. Status conference on April 16th at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing is set for April 20th at 8:30. You cannot return to the scene of alleged crime. You can't have any contact with any co-defendants. You can't possess any weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and obviously because of your age, you cannot consume any alcohol. All right, bond is set in the amount of $2,000 security appearance bond. You can go to a bonding company. All right, step to your left, please. Derek Levinsky. All right, Mr. Levinsky, good evening. Your name and date of birth, please.
Derek Lubinsky, February 2nd, 1982.
You got the two matters. One is a probation violation, and one's a new case. Okay, let's talk about the probation violation first. It's in 2023, 125641. I appointed a lawyer for you, and initially, by the way, you'll be in two different courthouses, but they'll ultimately combine it. So talk to your lawyers about that, so they each know about it. Your revocation arraignment hearing will be April 17th at 8:30. You're alleged to violate term number 1. To get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. No possession or consumption of alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. And your bond is set in the amount of $250 for that. Now, in your new case, unlawful means of transportation or control of unlawful means of transportation, class 5 felony. I appointed a lawyer for you, and your court dates for that will be at 175 West Madison, which is across the street from the other courthouse, at 8:30 in the morning for a status conference April 16th, and a witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for April 20th at 8:30. You're not to initiate contact with any alleged victim or victims or any alleged complainant or witness. You can't have any contact. We have to amend one thing, by the way. Okay, you can't have any contact with any co-defendant. No weapons, no alcohol. And if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours of release, of course. All right? So you have to, and bond on that one is $1,500. All right, step to your left, please. Dakota Dennison. Oh, I see. Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Dakota Dennison, 6621.
Okay, you've got a total of 3 warrants. One, you've got a warrant on the Pioneer Justice Court, which is Pinal County, on a criminal damage charge. One hasn't already been appointed. One should be appointed next hearing. And your court date there, and the addresses in these courts will be on your paperwork. You have an arraignment hearing on April 15th at 8:30. You're not to initiate contact with alleged victim or victims. And that court set bond for you in the amount of a security appearance bond of $320. Then you also have a warrant at a Peoria City Court on threatening, intimidating, assault, and disorderly conduct. A lawyer will be appointed for your next court date. That also have an arraignment hearing on April 14th at 9 o'clock. If there's any if you're still in custody, obviously you can only be in one place. Make sure your lawyer can assist you, by the way, in notifying the other courts so they know where you are. If you post bond, you'll have to contact them. You can still talk to your attorney. Anyway, I have to change that also, by the way. I left out something.
All right.
Hold it. I just made a change on that one, okay? Okay, anyway, can't return to the scene of alleged crime, can't initiate contact with an alleged victim or victims. All right, and so I appointed an attorney, one will be appointed for you on that one. And then finally, your new case at a Superior Court, for aggravated domestic violence, a Class 5 felony, aggravated assault, Class 6 felony, criminal damage, and Class 1 misdemeanor. I'm appointing a lawyer for you here.
Wait.
What?
What one was it?
All right, I'll say again. Aggravated domestic violence, aggravated assault, and criminal damage.
I thought it was an aggravated assault on a police officer.
Yeah, that's one of them. One is aggravated domestic violence, one is aggravated assault, okay?
I don't know, they didn't.
And
They got that
criminal
one all
damage.
mixed up, I think.
Okay,
I don't know.
I appointed a lawyer for you. Any questions you have about the thing, about your case, talk to your lawyer about it. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street. Status conference on April 16th at 8:30, and a witness preliminary hearing on April 20th at 8:30. You cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime, initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims. Bond on that one is set in the amount of $1,200 as security appearance bond. Step to your left, please. Francisco Calderon Camacho. Give us your name and date of birth, please.
Francisco Javier Camacho Calderon Camacho, 8/14/91.
All right, so you're also here on a probation violation. Are you going to-
Right, my lawyer's supposed to be here.
What?
My lawyer's supposed to be here during this. I have his card right here. I just met with him.
Who's the lawyer?
John Harris, Scottsdale, Arizona.
Don Harris?
John.
Donald, right?
I believe so, Esquire. You want to see it?
Okay. Officer, you can read it. Is
Oh,
it
thank God
Donald
I
Harris?
opened up my mouth. Yeah, I'm supposed to have a lawyer here right now.
Okay.
She was trying to tell me no, but it's okay.
I didn't get any NOA.
I know, what's the name on it?
John Harris?
John or Don?
John.
John Harris, oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what we can do, sir. He hasn't filed a notice of appearance, but I'll call your case at the end of the calendar and see if he does show up, okay?
Is there any way I can call him?
Talk to the officers about that.
Go ahead,
Yeah. I'll be able to call him right now.
Just go ahead out here.
Christopher Harbison?
You can call him. If they get come back and issue the
Okay. Christopher Harbison.
Christopher. Oh, this guy. What's his name? Harbison?
Yeah.
Take off your hat. Here, take off your hat. Come into the podium.
All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Christopher Harbison, January 14th, 1997.
All right, so you got two matters before me. One's a new case and one's a probation matter. I know you were reinstated 5 times on that probation. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. I did appoint a lawyer for you on that.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second. You're not to possess any weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. I wrote down, there's a typo on this, I gotta change it, sorry. Your court date will be April 17th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours, and I mentioned that before. And a judge in the probation violation court set bond for you in the amount of $1,000 security appearance bond. And then you have the new case, possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm appointing a lawyer for you on that. And by the way, the other court date, if I didn't already mention, was April 17th at 8:30. And on this case, new case, you'll have a status conference at a different building, 175 West Madison Street on April 16th at 8:30. And a witness for status conference, witness preliminary hearing is April 20th at 8:30. And same conditions by contacting the probation officer, no alcohol, no weapons, etc. And I set bond on that one amount of $50 because you have the bond on the other matter. All right, step to your left, please. Mario Soto. Evening, sir. Your name and date of birth, please.
Mario Soto is 1892.
One thing I'm confused about, because you're here on two matters. One is a probation matter and one's an arrest warrant, but it's apparently here saying you've been in custody since December 23rd. For what?
For probation violation.
But that's what's confusing to me, because are you on probation for more than one matter?
No.
That was confusing me because I checked and, and that's one of the... There's a teletype. Let me just look at your case a little more a little closer. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, here I think. Okay. On January 28th, you were reinstated on probation for 2.5 years and given 180 days. And that's why, okay, so that's why. But now, you got a probation violation warrant on the basis of a term 1, not being a law-abiding citizen. They submitted there's another hold on you for that, okay? That's trying to explain it to you, okay? And your court date will be at 201 West Jefferson, appointing a lawyer for you on the 17th, a week from today at 8:30. And obviously, if you ever get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. No alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. Okay? That's what happened.
Confusing, huh?
I know, it's very confusing. That's why I want to ask you, what it was all about, because I was trying to read the pretrial services thing, and I wasn't quite sure what they were saying on that. Then you had an arrest warrant, and that's why I just want to double check that. Let's see here. Charge of possession of dangerous drugs, unlawful flight from law enforcement vehicle, and drug paraphernalia. And
but I've been in jail the whole time.
1 second. And the issue, and I'll tell you what, because I said bond on it because you're not going anywhere because you had the other matters anyway. So I'm just telling you, the same thing about contacting your probation officer, all the other things I mentioned before. I just said bond of $1,000. You get credit for it also at the same time you're in for the other ones.
What is it?
1,000 security appearance bond. But remember, this way, if you're in custody for all the charges, you can get credit for all three, rather than if I released you, you wouldn't get credit for it.
All right.
Okay, I just wanted to explain that to you. Okay? All right, step to your left, please, sir. Tyler Hodges. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Tyler Neal Hodges, August 8th, 1994.
You got indicted by a grand jury for accident alleged to have occurred on December 30th of last year. Possession of narcotic drugs in Class 4 and possession of drug paraphernalia Class 6. So I appointed a lawyer for you. You have your not guilty arraignment on April 17th at 8:30 at 175 West Madison Street. You can't possess any weapons, and you're not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. And upon the return of the indictment, another judge set bond for you in a cash bond of $1,000.
Okay, so you said the next
court date is April 17th, 1 week from today.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Cameron Adams. Hello. Okay. Your name and date of birth, please.
Cameron Adams, 5/2/1983.
Okay. You got two out-of-county warrants. Both out of Pinal County. One's Central Pinal, and the other one's Pioneer, both justice courts down there. Okay. I just know, I just see the warrants, okay?
Yeah.
It's because it's a different county, you've got to realize that. The one out of, and the addresses are on your paperwork. Central Pinal one is based on an assault, a class 1 misdemeanor. So a lawyer will probably be appointed for you on the next court date. Your arraignment will be April 15th at 8:30. And can initiate contact with the alleged victim. And that court set a cash bond of $295. Now, the one from Pioneer Justice Court is failure to appear and 2 counts of DUI. And a lawyer will be appointed for you on the next court date. And your arraignment hearing is April 15th at 8:30 there. They're both at the same time. I'm not sure how Pinal County is going to work that out.
Yeah, so I was under the impression that I had a court date April 24th. And
Okay, I don't have, trouble is, I can't contradict it, or I can't even agree with it, because it's from a different county. I just don't have that information. Okay, so, did you have a lawyer in either one of them before?
I'm already in the process of, I'm in Sage Counseling and.
I know, but no, to answer my question, did you have a lawyer?
No, I didn't need a lawyer. I've already passed all that.
Well, the point is, because a bond was set by them, so you're getting a lawyer, so those lawyers will try to work for you on that.
So what's the bond to get out, you said?
One.
You said 259?
There's 2 different courts. One is cash bond of $295, and the other one is a security appearance bond, no, $750. So $750 plus $295.
Then
it's a little over $1,000.
So what do you mean by secured?
No, they're both cash bonds.
So I have to pay
put up
cash.
cash.
I can't use a bail bondsman?
No, that's what their decision was. All right. Sorry, it's a different county. I don't have much say in that. All right, step to your left, please. Timothy Pierce.
What's your name? Go ahead.
All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Timothy Pierce, 10/12/87.
You're here in a probation violation. I appointed a lawyer for you. You'll have your probation revocation arraignment hearing at 201 West Jefferson on April 17th at 8:30. That's at 201 West Jefferson. Your alleged violated terms 3, 5, and 15. Like I've told many other folks, if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Don't consume or possess alcohol, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. And a judge in probation violation court set bond for you in the amount of security appearance bond of $750. So you can't go through a bondsman, but make sure you show up for court either way. Joey Barr? Oh, Jory Barr, I'm sorry. Mr. Barr? So your name and date of birth, please.
Jory Neal Barr, 4/28/82.
Okay, you also have a probation violation. So your possession of narcotic drugs. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. I did appoint a lawyer for you. You'll have your probation revocation arraignment hearing at 201 West Jefferson in Phoenix, April 17th at 8:30. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Can't possess or consume any alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no weapons. And a judge in the probation violation court set bond in the amount of $500 as a security appearance bond. So you can go through a bondsman.
I can go through?
Yes. Okay, but post your bond, make sure you show up for court.
Okay.
All right, step to your left, please. Destiny Russell. Okay. Your name and date of birth, please. Your name and date of birth.
Destiny Russell, 4/14/1994.
Does she have a couple holes, either Glendale or Phoenix?
Yeah, she got a one of those.
Yeah, we have what, Phoenix or Glendale or both?
Doesn't almost, but we're not for owner paperwork, it doesn't.
For which one? She does have one?
Owner paperwork doesn't show that she's a Glendale.
Okay, because I show here, she's a warrant out of, Glendale and also Phoenix. She has you have warrants from other states also, and from Bullhead City, but I have to make a change on this one also. You already have a lawyer on this one.
I've never met with my lawyer.
Hold on a second, let me just. Oh. Okay. Got a bench warrant here on possession of dangerous drugs. You'll be back in court at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference on April 16th at 8:30 and a witness preliminary hearing on April 20th. You have to, if you get out, contact your case manager within 24 hours of release. Okay? You know the case manager's name?
No.
Okay, you know which agency?
Hmm?
Do you know which agency your case manager is from?
No.
Okay. Talk to your lawyer about that because it's important you contact your case manager. All right. And a bond was set by your judge in the amount of $500 secured appearance bond. All right. Step to your left, please. Teresa Valenzuela Coronado. Your name and date of birth, please.
Teresa Valenzuela Coronado, 10/15/1995.
You're also here on a probation violation, appointing a lawyer for you. You're alleged to have violated terms 3 and 5. You'll be back in court for a revocation arraignment hearing at 201 West Jefferson, Phoenix, April 17th at 8:30. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. No drugs without a valid prescription, weapons, no alcohol, and a judge in probation violation court set bond for you in the amount of $400, but it's a security appearance bond, so you can go to a bonding company. Okay, step to the left, please. Jamal Hill. So your name and date of birth, please.
1/12/78, Jamal Jabbar Hill.
Okay. Sir, I show you, you're charged with criminal trespass in the first degree, class 6 felony, and criminal damage. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. I show you have about...
What you say, John?
What? You can hear me?
Yeah, one time.
Okay. Do you need a headphones?
It's in and out, in and out.
All right, we'll get you headphones.
No, I hear now.
Oh, okay. I'll speak louder.
No,
okay.
it popped.
I want to make sure you can hear me.
You know, you go up in the airplane and your ear pop, it just popped. I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But if anything happens, again, just let me know you can't hear me, okay?
All right. I'll let it.
All right. You're charged with criminal trespass in the first degree, class 6 felony, and criminal damage, class 1 misdemeanor. I'm appointing a lawyer for you, sir.
Yanni, I already got a lawyer.
Well, they haven't filed a notice of appearance.
Okay, well, this is my first appearance, Your Honor.
I know. I'm just saying. Right now.
When will I get arraigned? I mean, when I would go when would I go to indictment?
No, this may be some other case.
Right. Just keep it how it is until I get indicted.
1 second. I don't know, but sir, there's not an indictment. Okay. If you have a lawyer, I'm appointing a lawyer for you. If you have another lawyer, they'll come in.
I'll take care of it. Just point the lawyer.
Okay, let me finish. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street for a status conference on April 16th at 8:30, and witness preliminary hearing April 20th. You cannot return to the scene of alleged crime have contact with any alleged victim or victims. It's my understanding you have about 17 prior felony convictions. Bond is set in the amount of $250, security appearance bond.
Okay.
Step to your left, please. Diana Gordillo. Your name and date of birth, please.
Diana Gordillo, 2289.
All right, you're here also on a probation violation. Your alleged violation terms 3 and 5. I appointed a lawyer for you. Your court date, your probation revocation arraignment hearing will be April 17th at 8:30 at 201 West Jefferson. Obviously, if you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. No weapons, no alcohol, no drugs without a valid prescription. Your judge in probation violation court set bond amount of $100 as a security appearance bond.
Okay.
Most bond, make sure you show up to court. All right?
Thank
Step to
you.
your left, please. Elijah Savage. All right, so your name and date of birth.
Elijah Savage, January 6th, 91.
You may have a warrant out of the auction tribal.
What was that, sir?
You may have a warrant out of auction.
Oh, yeah, I have a continuation.
Okay, I'm just telling you, it shows a warrant. It's not in front of me. I'm just telling you, that could always be an issue if you're able to post bonds, for instance. They may put a hold on you. That's always a possibility. It says within the county, but that's within the county auction. So, no, that's Pinal, isn't it?
I believe so, sir.
Yeah, so maybe not. Okay. Now that I think about it, it is like Pinal County. Anyway, you're charged with assault, Class 2 misdemeanor, and criminal damage, Class 1 misdemeanor. A lawyer will be appointed for you at the next court date. The address, it's the White Tank Justice Court. The address will be on your paperwork. You cannot return to the scene of alleged crime. You can not to initiate contact with the alleged victim, and you may not have any contact with the alleged victims. None at all. Bond is set as a cash bond of $750. I do have a victim impact statement. No contact whatsoever. Step to your left, please.
So,
bond is set at $750 cash. Angel Cervantes. All right, so your name and date of birth, please.
Angel Moraz Cervantes III, April 2nd, 1997.
You're not serving out a sentence. You're just because they changed the shirt.
Excuse me?
You're not here on anything else, are you? Besides the probation violation?
Yeah, it's the probation
Because
violation.
because you're probably what your shirt you're wearing.
Yeah, no, they take it because I'm actually coming from the prison yard already. So
I know. So
yeah.
there are a couple of reasons why. That's why I asked. All right. I appointed a lawyer for you. It'll be at 201 West Jefferson for your revocation arraignment hearing on April 17th at 8:30. Alleged to violate term number 1. If you get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. No weapons, no alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. And bond is set in the amount of $250 as a security appearance bond.
Okay.
Right. All right. If you get out, contact your get to court. All right.
All right.
Very good.
Thank you.
Mr. Gwen. He's wearing a black shirt. Are you sleeping? Right there. All right, sir, your name and date of birth, please.
Found Win, 22882.
All right, sir, you're here on a new case for possession of dangerous drugs, Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Don't lose your paperwork. You're due in 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix for a status conference on April 24th at 8:30 and a witness preliminary hearing April 28th at 8:30. You'll be released to pretrial services. You'll get a packet from the officer. Make sure you read and understand it. You have to report to pretrial services within 72 hours of release, and you'll have to go do drug testing. If you don't do all those things, there'll be a warrant for your arrest. You'll probably be out in about 4 to 6 hours.
From today, from now?
Yeah, but it takes processing takes about that much time.
46 hours?
4 to 6 hours, not 46.
Okay.
4 to 6.
Okay, sorry.
All right, good go. But make sure you contact them. Christine Jadek. Your name and date of birth, please.
Christine Rose Jadek, 12082.
They just changed your shirt, not because you have other open charges, right?
Right?
You're wearing a jail shirt. That means that you came in with something else, right?
No. I was just wearing a pencil skirt and a little tiny tank top, so they probably just provided me these clothes.
See, either that you were serving other stuff or they changed put the shirt on for other reasons.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was just
That's
the outfit
fine.
that I was wearing.
Well, anyway, you're charged with, the reason I do that is so people aren't surprised what goes on here, so I let them know about other possible things. All right, you're charged with possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your court dates will be at 175 West Madison Street, and you'll have a status conference on April 24th at 8:30 and a witness preliminary hearing on April 28th at 8:30. You'll be released to pretrial services. You have to report to them within 72 hours of release with drug testing. If you don't get those things done and comply with pretrial services, you'll have a warrant. You'll be back here. So read the packet you get from the officers, okay?
Okay.
But you'll be out in about 4 to 6 hours.
Okay, thank you.
All right, step to your left, please. James Lash. Okay, sir, give me your name and your date of birth.
James Lash, 5267.
All right, sir. You're here for charge of possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony. I appoint a lawyer for you. You're due back in 175 West Madison Street in Phoenix for status conference on April 24th at 8:30. Don't lose your paperwork. And then a witness preliminary hearing is scheduled for April 28th at 8:30. No drugs without a valid prescription. Now, you'll have to report to pretrial services agency within 72 hours and do drug testing. If you don't get that done, a warrant could issue for your arrest. You'll be released to pretrial services. Read the packet you get from the officer, but you'll be out in about 4 to 6 hours.
Okay.
All right, step to your left.
Thank you.
Jules Mugamuzi. And sir, your name and date of birth, please.
So Jules Mugamuzi Jr. and September 4th, 2000.
All right, you got two matters here. One is a new case, which I'm appointing a lawyer for you. I got to change that, by the way. I didn't put it in. I'm appointing a lawyer for you. Charge of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree and refusing to give you a true name, class 2 misdemeanor. I'm sorry, that's out of the El Centro Justice Court, and the address will be on your paperwork. My mistake, I don't need to change it. I'm going back to what it was. So you don't, you can just give the original one, okay? So your court date will be on April 30th at 9:30 at the El Centro Justice Court. Don't return to the scene of the alleged crime, and I'll release you on your own recognizance. I'm giving you a break on that, even though you allegedly weren't giving your name out, or the right name. Then you have a case out of the El Centro, excuse me, I'm sorry, that. Then you have a warrant out of the El Centro Justice Court on criminal trespass in the 3rd degree. Likewise, you'll be there April 30th. Release your unknown recognizance. Don't initiate contact with the alleged victim or victims, and don't return to the scene of the alleged crime. But I'm giving you a break because they wanted a bond on that one of $500. You better show up for court and don't violate the law, okay? You'll be out in about 4 to 6 hours.
Perfect.
Luis Rubalcaba. All right, so your name and date of birth, please?
Luis Rubalcaba, 06/22/01.
You got a warrant out of Manistee Justice Court. The address will be in your paperwork. Your court date will be April 29th at 10:30. Make sure you make it there, because they want you to bond of $500. All right, you can't consume any alcohol, but I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Don't be smart. Rather have them come here on an installment plan, show up for court there. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you'll be out in about 4 to 6 hours. All right, thank you, left, please. David Breimer. Sir, your name and date of birth, please.
David Allen Breimer, 11/13/82.
All right, so you're charged in the Buckeye City Court. Your address will be in your paperwork, okay? Charged with disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor, and criminal littering, Class 2 misdemeanor. Do not return to the scene of the alleged crime or initiate contact with the alleged victim, the people there, okay? Your court date will be April 28th at 2 o'clock. I'm releasing you on unknown recognizance, but don't go back there and show up for court in Buckeye. You understand? You understand, sir?
Show up to court in Buckeye?
Yeah, that's where the court is, April 28th.
So I need to go back to Buckeye?
Yeah, on April 28th at 2 o'clock. That's your next court date. All right. All right, step to your left. Francisco Calderon Camacho. On your back. Okay, sir, once again, give us your name and date of birth, please.
Francisco Camacho, Calderon Camacho, 81499.
Were you able to reach Mr. Harris?
I was not able to. This is his cell phone number. I was wondering if you can help me out and reach him out for him, because I'm trying to get out of here.
Okay. Well, first of all, sir, he had not filed a notice of appearance, okay? So he's not officially on the case, okay? You're here on a probation violation.
Right. I was trying to see if I could get my bond reduced a little bit so that my family can take me out. That's why I had Mr. Harrison here, so he can talk to you.
Let's put it this way.
You know?
I did appoint a lawyer for you in case you have Mr. Harris or not, okay? You'll be in court for your revocation arraignment hearing at 201 West Jefferson in 1 week from today on April 17th at 8:30.
Is there any way you can let me out?
Let me finish talking, okay? To get out, contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Can't possess any weapons, can't possess any alcohol, and no drugs without a valid prescription. You're a judge and set bond amount of $1,000 security appearance bond. You can go through a bonding company. So if you get out, go there.
Is there any way you could let me out?
No, I'm not going to overrule another judge's decision on that. All right, step to your left, please.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, we are in recess.
All right.
Thank you, officers. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the false start, but make yourselves comfortable. Good evening. This is the 11 p.m. calendar for the 10th day of the month. On the first day of April, orders were read onto the record that affect all of you regarding DNA and fingerprinting. In just a moment, I'm going to call you up to the podium one at a time. Always follow the officer's instructions. When you get to the podium, I need your name. I'll tell you the charges you're here on. I'll appoint most of you an attorney. I'll set your next hearing date, give you a location. I'll set your general release conditions. All of you will have general release conditions. They are as follows. Do not make contact with the arresting officers. Do not possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid license. Keep us informed as to where you're living. If you're on probation, you'll be ordered to contact your probation officer. If the charges you're being seen here today indicate there may be a victim, you will be ordered to stay away from that victim and not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. All of this will be handed to you in writing at the end of your hearing. When you get back and have a few moments, please read it over again. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies. And I have read the victim's impact statement on number 16. If you are a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have the following rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present in court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision of release, negotiation of plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you a loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Let the record reflect there are no victims present. Elijah, come on up, Elijah. And Mario, Mr. Castro, you're next. Why don't you hop in the chair right next to the doorway, be on deck, so to speak. Sir, tell me your full name.
Elijah Rashad Nave.
Sir, this is a theft of means of transportation case, a Class 3 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date's on the 20th. The judge who issued the warrant for the arrest wants you held non-bondable until you see him or her. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Castro, come on up, and Dominic Lopez is after Mr. Castro. Mr. Castro, tell me your full name, please.
Mario Castro, 10/14/1998.
Thank you, Mr. Castro. Mr. Castro, this is a bond surrender, so you've already had your initial appearance.
Yeah, I just showed up to that.
Sir, let me just finish. One count of misconduct involving weapons, a felony, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, another felony, narcotic drugs, another felony, dangerous drugs, another felony, drug paraphernalia, another felony, unlawful flight, another felony, theft and control of stolen property, another felony, a misdemeanor disobeying a mandate of a court, a misdemeanor driving on a suspended, revoked, or canceled license, driving under the influence as a misdemeanor, reckless driving as a misdemeanor, open container in a vehicle of alcoholic beverages a misdemeanor, and failure to obey a police officer, one count of each of those, sir. Sir, your next hearing, you've already been appointed an attorney, but I'll reappoint one. Your next hearing date is the 16th of April, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $50,000 cash. If released on bond, pretrial services with electronic monitoring. Good luck, sir.
I have one question about...
Ask your attorney.
Oh, okay.
Ask your attorney. That's why I appointed you an attorney.
Thank you.
Good luck, sir. Dominic, come on up, Dominic. And after Dominic is Joshua Ormsby. Tell me your full name, sir.
Dominic Servant Lopez.
Thank you, sir. You got three different matters here before the court. The first matter is a grand jury warrant for your arrest. It's an assault on a correctional officer, Class 5 felony. I've appointed you an attorney on all three matters. Your next hearing date is the 17th of April. Downtown Phoenix. Bond is $15,000 set by the grand jury. The next one, sir, is another grand jury warrant for your arrest. destruction or injury in a jail system, a Class 5 felony. Again, I've appointed you that attorney at 17th, same hearing date as the last one, downtown Phoenix. Grand jury wants a $5,000 bond on that one. The last one, sir, is assault with bodily fluids, a Class 6 felony, 2 counts. Same attorney, same hearing date, the 17th, same location, downtown Phoenix, different bond amount, another $10,000 bond. Sir, I wish you the best. Good luck, sir. Joshua? And after Joshua is Michael. Tell me.
Josh Worsby.
One more time, sir.
Josh Worsby.
Thank you very much, sir. I apologize.
No problem.
Sir, this is an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, a Class 3 felony, criminal damage as a misdemeanor, threatening and intimidating as a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date, downtown Phoenix, is the 16th of April. Bond is set at $10,000 cash. Good luck, sir. Michael. Mike Ineda. And after Michael is Esteban Rodriguez. Tell me your full name, sir.
Michael Wakadina.
I mispronounced it. I apologize, sir. Sir, this is 1 count of trafficking as a Class 2 felony, 1 count of burglary as a Class 3 felony, and another burglary as a Class 4 felony, four of those counts. Sir, I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date is the 17th of this month, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $10,000. Good luck, sir. Mr. Rodriguez, come on up, Mr. Rodriguez. And Brian, Mayor, is after Mr. Rodriguez. Good morning, good evening, Mr. Rodriguez. Tell me your name.
Esteban Rodriguez.
Mr. Rodriguez, this is a probation violation warrant for your arrest. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date is on the 17th. It's a probation revocation matter. Bond is set at $2,500 by the probation judge. Please contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Okay.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Brian, come on up, Brian. And then Edwin Lopez is after Brian. Tell me your full name, Brian.
Brian Charles Mayer.
Sir, you got 4 different matters. The first one, sir, is drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony, prescription drug violation as a misdemeanor, and dangerous drugs as a Class 4 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing date is on the 16th, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $1,000. Reach out to your probation officer. He or she might have some great ideas to put all this stuff together. The next one, sir, is a probation violation warrant for your arrest. Again, same attorney, different hearing date, the 17th, downtown Phoenix. The probation judge who issued this wants a $100 bond. The next one, sir, is another probation violation. Same attorney, same hearing date, the 17th, same bond amount, $100. And the last one, sir, is another probation violation. Same attorney, same hearing date, the 17th. The different bond is $350. Again, reach out to your probation officer. They may have some ideas that might help you. Good luck, sir. Edwin, Mr. Lopez, come on up. And Mr. Ashley is after Mr. Lopez.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Tell me your full name.
Edwin Pena Lopez.
Mr. Lopez, this is driving on a suspended, revoked, or canceled license. It's on the Pioneer Justice Court system. And also exceeding the posted speed limit by greater than 20 miles per hour, another misdemeanor. I cannot appoint you an attorney in another county. That's up to the next judge. You're going to meet that next judge on the 15th. The judge wants an unusual bond, $1,964. I don't have access to that judge's files, but it sure looks like it's fair to pay fines and fees. If I'm right, just ask for a time payment in front of the next judge and keep in touch with them. Good luck, sir.
Okay. Would I have to get out on bond today?
$1,964, yes.
What the heck? If not, I'd have to stay for the weekend? Or?
Well, no, we're going to contact the Pioneer Justice Court. They may come get you over the weekend.
Okay, understood.
Good luck, sir. Mr. Ashley, come on up, Mr. Ashley. Mr. Walker is after Mr. Ashley. Mr. Ashley. Mr. Ashley's asleep. Tell me your full name, sir.
Winton Lamar Ashley.
Mr. Ashley, this is the bench warrant. It's a drug paraphernalia matter. I've appointed you an attorney. You're going to have a probation violation hearing on the 17th of this month, downtown Phoenix. The probation judge, Josh Boyles, wants a $750 bond. Please reach out to your probation officer. They may have some ideas that might help you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Walker, come on up, Mr. Walker. And Mr. Lopez is after Mr. Walker. Marino. Tell me your full name, sir.
Timmy Walker.
Thank you. Sir, this is a drug paraphernalia matter, a Class 6 felony, and obstruction of justice, obstructing the street, which is a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is the 24th of this month, downtown Phoenix. You're being released to pretrial services. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. That officer is going to hand you a whole bunch of paperwork. Read it all carefully, especially the stuff in the envelope. Those are the rules you have to follow to keep yourself out of trouble. Good luck, sir.
Okay.
Mr. Lopez and Mr. John after Mr. Lopez. Tell me your full name, Mr. Lopez.
Marino Esteban Lopez.
Mr. Lopez, this is a dangerous drug case, a Class 4 felony. Shoplifting as a misdemeanor, obstruction of justice, not giving true name as a misdemeanor. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is the 24th of this month, downtown Phoenix. You're being released to pretrial services. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours, sir. The officer's going to hand you a whole bunch of paperwork. Read it carefully. Those are the rules you have to follow to stay out of trouble. Good luck, sir. Mr. Lacey, John, come on up. And Marcus Tucker is after Mr. Lacey. Mr. Lacey, tell me your full name, please.
John Terry Lacey.
Mr. Lacey, this is a criminal trespassing as a misdemeanor. I cannot appoint you an attorney on misdemeanors, but you'll meet the judge who can on the 28th of this month, downtown Phoenix. They probably won't appoint you, but they do have the authority. You're being released on your own recognizance, sir. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, and you may not have contact with the alleged victim. You're going to need to talk to the next judge about those two things.
Okay, thank you, because they said originally.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right.
Mr. Tucker. Come on up, Mr. Tucker. And Erica is after Marcus. Tell me your full name, sir.
Marcus Tucker.
Mr. Tucker, this is one count of a street gang, a Class 3 felony, and one count of reckless damage as a Class 5 felony. I've appointed you an attorney, sir. Your next hearing is on the 24th of this month, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out in about 6 hours. Do not return to the scene of the alleged crime. Good luck, sir.
All right, thank you.
Miss Erica and Miss Whitney is after Miss Erica. Tell me your full name, please.
Erica Shashiki, sir.
Miss, this is a probation violation warrant for your arrest. I've appointed you an attorney. Your probation revocation hearing is the 17th of this month, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. As soon as you step outside this building at about 5 o'clock in the morning, you must contact your probation officer. If you follow their rules and my rules, you're given the next judge you meet on the 17th. 2 good reasons to not put you in prison on the 17th. Good luck, miss.
Thank you.
Miss Whitney? Bowler? Please come up, miss.
How are you today?
I'm well. Yourself, under the circumstances?
I know, right?
Miss, tell me your full name.
My name is Whitney Monet Bowler.
Thank you. Disorderly conduct as a misdemeanor, threatening and intimidating as a misdemeanor. I've appointed, strike that, I cannot appoint you an attorney on misdemeanors. You'll meet the judge who can on the 14th of this month, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance. However, you may not return to the scene of the alleged crime, and you may not have contact with the alleged victims until the next judge says it's okay. Good luck very much.
Thank you so much. I could do that.
Pardon me? Miss Whitney? Thank you. Yeah. Miss, I made a mistake. Your next hearing is not downtown. The lovely lady caught it. It's out in Peoria, the Peoria Municipal Court. Good luck, Miss. It's in the paperwork. Thank you for catching that.
6 hours?
6 hours.
When is that?
The officers give you a better guess.
Thank you so much.
They're the best. Lauren, Miss Jeters. Good evening, Miss. Tell me your full name.
Lauren Jeter.
Ms. Jeter, this is a disorderly conduct as a misdemeanor, criminal damage as a misdemeanor. I've appointed you, and strike that I cannot appoint you an attorney because those are misdemeanors. Your next hearing date is in front of the Peoria Municipal Court, and that's on the 28th day of this month. You're being released on your own recognizance, miss. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. You may not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have contact with the alleged victims. That's up to the next judge. Good luck, miss.
So if in fact that's my only place of residence or my home, then what should I do?
I don't, at this point in time, I do not have property ownership documents in front of me. I do not have the alleged victims in front of me, so I can't argue as to whose home it is. Those other people are not in front of me. You are. You cannot return to the scene, and you cannot have contact with the alleged victims. That's up to the next judge. Good luck, miss. Tony. Mr. Rivas, and Mr. Epps is next after Mr. Rivas. Tell me your full name, sir.
My name's Tony Patrick Reeves.
Mr. Reeves, this is drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony, dangerous drugs as a Class 4 felony. I've appointed you an attorney. Your next hearing date's the 24th of this month, downtown Phoenix. You're being released on your own recognizance, sir. You'll be out of here in about 6 hours. Good luck. Stay out of trouble. Good luck.
That's it.
Mr. Epps. Tell me your full name, sir.
Taiwan Epps.
Mr. Epps, you're what we call a fugitive of justice. What that means is another state, Los Angeles, in California, wants you. We found you. There's no charges here, but that triggers what's called extradition. There was a large piece of paper. Did you get a chance to read that?
Yeah.
Okay. What all that means, sir, is extradition's a 90-day process by where two governors have to talk and sign extradition documents. You have a right to have an extradition hearing. That will be in about 10 days. In between now and that hearing, I have the right to set bond. California wants you to be held without bond, and I agree with California, so you will not have a bond. Now, you can waive extradition and get back to California within less than a week, but they have up to 30 days. If they don't show up in 30 days, I kick you out of here. You have no charges here, but you could be rearrested anywhere at any time until you solve your California problem. Do you want an extradition hearing with a no bond, or do you want to waive extradition and get back to California? Your choice.
So if I waive my extradition and they don't come get me within the 30 days, then y'all kick me out, basically.
That is correct.
That's cool with me. Do your thing.
All right, sir, I have a few questions I have to ask you.
And you said if they did come get me, it will be a week from now?
California's been real good. They have up to 30 days, but they would probably, realistically, we would contact them today or tomorrow morning, and they would probably send the first sheriff's office to come get you probably the first of next week. But that's just my guess. They have a full week.
Okay.
Do you understand that you do not have to sign the waiver paperwork that I'll be having this young lady give to you electronically in just a moment?
Yes, I do.
You understand you have a right to have an extradition hearing? That would be about 10 days from now.
So I'm still going to go to court 10 days?
No, you do not have to go to court if you waive.
Okay. All right, yeah.
Thank you. Do you understand that you have a right to hire your own attorney? I cannot appoint you one because this is a civil matter. Do you understand you have a right to demand that both governors sign the extradition warrant?
Yeah.
Do you understand that you have the right to bail? But again, California wants you held non-bondable, and I agree with that, so there would not be any bail in this situation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you want to give up those rights and sign the paperwork?
Yeah.
Has anybody used any force, threats, or made any promises to get you to sign the waiver paperwork?
No.
Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication in the last 24 hours?
No.
Sir, I'm going to find you making an knowing, intelligent, voluntary waiver. The lovely lady to my left is going to invite you up as long as the officer okays it, and you will be signing the paperwork.
Okay. I have a quick question.
I may not have an answer, but go right ahead.
Does this show the charge that I'm being charged with in California?
It does in the paperwork, but I'm not interested in the charge because I'm interested that it's extradition from another state. That's all I'm involved with.
Can you tell me the charge, if that's possible?
I didn't bring it to It's in my office. So why don't you step up, follow the officer's instructions.
No problem. Do I still need to bring this, Your Honor?
No, sir, you can leave it right. But thank you. The next two are both behavioral issues. Number 25 and 28 is the same person, Benjamin. Benjamin is an aggravated assault, class 4 felony, domestic violence assault, a class 5 felony, and a criminal damage as a misdemeanor. I've appointed him an attorney. His next hearing is the 16th of this month, downtown Phoenix. Bond is set at $5,000. His next case is a probation violation matter. Same attorney, different hearing date, the 17th, downtown Phoenix. Bond is $50. He should contact his probation officer within 72 hours. Number 14, number 16, the young lady is also a behavioral problem. Aggravated assault as a class 4 felony, assault as a misdemeanor. I've appointed her an attorney. Her next hearing is the 16th. A bond is set at $5,000. The last one of her cases, Miss Primus, is a probation violation. Same attorney, different hearing date, the 17th. Bond amount is $50. She'll also be ordered to contact her probation officer. Matter is now concluded except for the physical aspect of the house calls. Oh, thank you. Yes, perfect.